wife list for the last few days.
Can I just say that God bless any single mom out there, because to take care of not one kid but two kids, every single day, and I'm not talking about single. I'm talking about stay-at-home moms.
Yeah,
it's a job, dude.
Yeah,
it's really a job. God bless every one of you moms out there. God bless my wife, because to put it, dude, you got to keep in mind, my son has a condition right now, and it's a very tedious thing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he cries most of the time, so you don't know if he's in pain, if he's not in pain. So we don't know, because it is what it is. But like I'll tell you, man, I worn the fuck out. I am more worn out than I would be at work.
Yeah.
Honestly, got it.
Yeah, it's funny thing you say that. Like, I've been dating my girl Tabin, and like she got two kids, 8 and 4. And one of the first things I said to my buddy Hannon when I was like, dude, I'm giving you so much credit now. Like, his daughter was 4 at the time. She's 5 now. And I'm like, wow. Like, how the hell do you do with this? Like, it's constant. I want.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And like I said, your kids are younger, so it's not even I want. It's
what's the worst is that you don't know what they want.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So but yeah, that's
you ever heard of the terrible twos?
Yeah.
Terrible twos, terrible threes, the fuck you 4s, the fuck you 5s, the shitty 6s and 7s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Yeah. Well, but it's great. Being a father is great.
It's the greatest gift ever given to me.
Greatest gift and the greatest gag at the same time.
Ooh.
I fucked up on the chat room. I apologize. On the Facebook, I had 2 feeds and I X'd one out and then I fucking.
It wouldn't be Turnbuckle Throwbacks without a fuck up.
No. I mean, we're
do you want me to hit the button? I can hit the button.
Hit the button.
I will punch you right in the fucking mouth.
Every now and then I always look down and like, okay, it's there. That's why I know where it's at.
Remind me. I have to give you your Brooklyn Blast Furnace T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
I've had it here for 3 months now.
Okay, yeah.
It's your size.
Oh, is it
It's a schmedium.
Oh, it's a schmedium. I was just gonna say, because being home from work this past month, I'm almost moved into a schmodge.
A schmodge.
It's either a schmedium or a medium.
I went to go put on pants the other day, and I go, I could have swore these used to fit me.
Holy shit. That bad, huh?
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh boy.
Wow.
Dear Lord.
Oh boy.
I'm sure the beer isn't helping. But.
So what are we calling the picks for a super shit show?
Yeah, but you want to go over NXT first? We'll go over the big news. I enjoyed the pay-per-view.
Oh,
on Sunday.
Oh, it was fantastic, dude.
I enjoyed it.
It was like, to me, the match of the night was the opening card. Holy shit!
I didn't even think it was going to steal the show like that.
Oh my god!
Until like 5 minutes in, where I go, oh, this is going to be the match of the night, like because you could just feel it.
And you want to know something? I mean, it's not to downplay the other matches.
No,
the other matches were just fine, But then, as the match with the Keith Lee and Donovan Dijak kept going and going, I was like, man, this is fucking insane.
It went 20 minutes, like 22 minutes, something like that.
And then the backflip from Keith Lee, I lost my fucking mind. I was like, a 350-pound man did a backflip.
Yeah, they kept saying he was like 320. There's no way he's 320 pounds.
He's 350.
He's got to be 350, 370. He's a big boy, man.
But it's funny. So then, like, just foreshadowing, like on Wednesday, they had face-to-face and everything. I after watching the match, like you kind of don't see like the size difference, but Dijakovic, it's
6'8". It's 6'7", 6'8". Motherfucker is tall. I remember when we used to see him in Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
Phil used to praise this guy.
Yeah, he would, and he dwarfs like everybody that's in NXT right now.
Oh yeah, he's the tallest guy in NXT.
Man, he had some fucking times to shine on that show.
Yeah, dude.
Unbelievable.
He that match made him a star.
Yeah. Without a doubt. And like I said, I can't wait for the second one now. They're gonna have to do it WrestleMania weekend.
They will
take over Tampa.
But Keith Lee's not losing that title on time.
Oh God, I hope not.
Speaking of Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh, can I tell you what we've been doing?
Please do.
So I've secured tickets for ICW.
Nice.
And the Kenta Kobashi meet and greet.
Yeah, good for you, man.
I am beyond my.
You're gonna be Kobashi, bro.
I am gonna be. There's only 100 tickets.
Wow.
So you have to pay. What sucks is you have to actually pay tickets for the show.
Yeah.
And then the meet and greet.
Can you believe he's gonna be the former Noah champion?
The former one of the greatest of all time.
Dude.
Come on, Kenta Kobashi is one of the great. Well, he's one of the reasons why I watch Japanese wrestling.
Oh my god.
Well, I think he came over for for StarCast last year.
Yeah.
But then before that, it was years.
Well, he retired a couple of years ago. He had cancer and he came back. He retired like in 11, I think it was, or 13. But
he's so good.
And then Elaine went over the itinerary with us today.
Okay.
We got the New Japan Lion show. We're seeing that. We're gonna see the DDT show with Joshi. With a Joshi show with that.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna see the ROH New Japan
Supercard
of Honor, which goes against NXT, but I took that over NXT because I mean let's be honest.
It's New Japan, come on.
Exactly.
I'm about to say because I mean, granted, we're gonna
and now Marty's back, and you know, like
I mean, listen, we're gonna see New Japan over the summer, but nonetheless,
NXT is always in the States.
Absolutely,
yeah.
So for you to see a New Japan show, you got to see a New Japan show.
Yeah,
I agree.
And we got I think we're going to see a Shimmer show.
Okay, cool.
And we're gonna see what else we're gonna see. Oh, we're going to the Bullet Club beach party.
Oh, good for you. Good.
So awesome.
But I got the VIP package, so I get to meet, hang out with all the guys and all that shit.
Let me know how the GODs are.
Yeah,
the GODs
they lost their belts this morning, by the way.
I know.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Motherfucker. Really? That old prick? Get out of here. Fuck him, man.
What's it 2 weeks ago? Wasn't he on Team Tanahashi?
No, I was not. I fucked Tanahashi.
Oh, no, maybe I'm thinking of Bushi.
I've never liked Tanahashi. Ever.
It was a really good match, and it sets up now because they got jumped by Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi.
I hate Zack Sabre Jr. now.
Oh,
dude, he's as thin as a fucking rail. He does not look believable against any of the talent that's on.
I disagree.
And maybe against Ospreay, he looks believable, but like,
fucking disagree, bro.
Did you see him wrap his whole body around fucking Moxley? He looks like a fucking wet noodle, dude. Get the
What's
fuck
up, Justin from Inconclusive?
Yeah, but he will bend you into a pretzel. Even you.
And I'll bend him over and make him look like a bitch. Get out of here.
So do me a favor, when you see Zack Sabre Jr., can you just show him a picture and be like, this guy's gonna bend you over and make you look like a bitch?
Yeah, exactly. Please do.
So hold on.
You ever seen Ready to Rumble? Remember in Goldberg at the end of the movie, he was like, say it.
Oh, we're gonna see
I'm your bitch and you're my daddy.
we might do Bloodsport.
What's Bloodsport?
Bloodsport's Josh Barnett.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's him and Moxley headlining. I hope, because then I can see Minoru Suzuki kill Chris Dickinson and then head over to and then head right.
You're gonna see that?
Well, that's the plan.
Bloodsport, yeah.
And then head right over to Kenta Kobashi. What's up, Money Mike? Happy birthday, by the way.
Money Mike, yeah, happy belated.
I cannot believe you're gonna see Kenta Kobashi.
Yes, Otto. We ate the ice cream bars. They were really good.
Yeah,
they were actually really, really good, dude. If you guys haven't done it yet,
Stop and Shop has them 2 for $7.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I got 2 more. I got 2 more boxes in the freezer.
It's a good deal.
I said, let me bring over a box for the boys.
I thought they were gonna be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. They're still good,
dude. I'm not mad at that, man. You get 4 of them. I remember for $3.50.
Did they ever sell the other ones back in the day in the store? I don't think they did.
No, it's only on the ice cream truck.
It was only on the ice. No,
I never got them in the supermarket.
Yeah,
maybe you guys did out here.
No, I don't think so.
What about in Jersey? I remember my first job, my first paying job was a Good Humor truck, and I was 14 or 13 in the summer, and he had them.
Yeah,
so I would take one on the way home every night.
You know what? I may be right about this. I think in Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, during the Attitude Era, they released the same ice cream bars, but with the Attitude Era guys.
I don't remember.
There was Jericho had an ice cream bar, Austin and The Rock had it. Mm. And if I'm not mistaken, I did buy a box of it in the store. But that was just one time because my parents said I couldn't buy. My parents were like, you're not buying that anymore. It's bad for you. I'm like, bad. You know what's bad for me? You not letting me eat these ice creams, motherfucker.
I am curious to see why they don't have the chocolate on the back. I wonder if that's like a.
I think you know what it was.
Yeah, Otto said it's very good, not the original. They're not the original because A, the originals were a little bigger, and B, they had the chocolate.
Yeah,
on the back of them.
It tasted like 8 years old, fucking by the beach.
I'm not mad at it.
I was very pleased with the ice cream. If you guys are very jaded about it, don't be. It's really good.
Yeah.
And that choppy has a cutout Roman Reigns.
Oh my god! I get a cutout.
And a championship belt, dude.
What do I do to contain myself?
I know, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on here. Wait. Oh.
And he throws it in the garbage. Yes, Otto. I do remember WWF cookies.
Yeah,
I remember that.
They were like sugar cookies with the yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember those.
I just remember WWF ice creams, and that was it.
Well, Either way,
I remember WWF trading cards. Those were dope.
Come on, man. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Those were dope.
Tops put them out all. He put them out all the time now.
I remember the one card I remember holding onto for a while was Andre the Giant versus Bret Hart on the card. All got down to the World Tag Team Championship.
I had the WCW ones.
So I
never had that.
I just bought Hammer those last year.
Those
You
are good.
want to know something? I used to collect trading cards like the Marvel ones, and I used to collect the WWF ones. I think I want to start collecting trading cards again. I like it.
Man, you're just reverting. You're going backwards, huh?
I love trading cards. There's
You know what
nothing
to
wrong with
say? You
that.
do it the figures now.
There's nothing wrong. You know what? I the addiction that I have is a safe addiction,
That's true.
as opposed to like people just you know.
Shooting heroin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like what they do over here on the island. Yeah, exactly.
It's everywhere, man.
It's
It's not just the island.
What the meth heads over there on Tonville?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's the
true.
truth. It's
True.
the truth.
Mhm.
It's
So,
true.
what were the other matches on Portland? We saw that opened it up, and then we had
And then there was the street fight with what's her name
Dakota Kai,
and Tegan Knox.
King Coda, apparently now. King
Who's
Coda.
who's the other bitch? Raquel Gonzalez that interfered in the match.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
seen her
I forgot
before.
who-
Apparently, she's a signee that was signed a while ago. I guess they're really impressed by her size
Yeah,
because they're trying to like do the whole Diesel gimmick with this girl.
Yeah.
Again,
I hated that ending because it was. I thought it was a good match up to that point.
it was a very hard hitting match. I'm not a fan of either girl,
Yeah.
Tegan Knox or Dakota Kai. I think Dakota Kai is like a blatant ripoff of Bailey, in my opinion. And then the whole heel turn was just about the same time as Bailey's heel
Yeah.
turn. So I'm like, don't care. I'm
Right.
not a fan. I'm sure they're gonna push the fuck out of Dakota Kai.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
But then you had Finn Balor against Gargano.
That was amazing.
That was
was
a
a good
great
match.
match.
Finn
Yeah.
Balor beat the shit out of Johnny Gargano,
Yeah.
and I loved every minute
Is
of it.
Johnny Gargano the Ricky Morton of NXT now? Because he takes a fucking beat
yeah.
in every match now.
Yo,
man.
and he's an excellent seller.
Oh no, he's a really good seller.
Yeah.
I don't find nothing wrong with him.
Can I just say one thing? Who was more jacked in that match, Finn Balor or Gargano? Because
Gargano's jacked.
dude, he was in phenomenal
Oh
shape.
yeah, 100%.
Like,
100%.
I think he had like a 16 pack at one point. I was like, damn, what the fuck?
It's
And
a battle of abs.
Oh my god! But the to answer your question, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, man. He's the
Yeah.
Ricky Morton of NXT, man. He could take a beating,
Yeah.
and he knows how to sell.
Yeah.
And he knows how to incorporate it into his
Oh.
comeback.
I'm just we'll get to the later in the card. I just thought whatever.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I agree. I'm getting it.
the next match.
Tag team titles.
Oh,
This was good. I loved the vignettes coming up into it.
dude. The bros, Pete Dunne being all serious, and then like fucking Riddle is just like, "Come on, bro,
Yeah.
it's okay, man."
Okay, apparently, Matt Riddle has a ton of heat.
With Vince, but why they give him the belt if he has a ton of heat?
I don't know.
I think it's all bullshit.
I think no,
I think it's a work.
No, I think it is legit. I think Triple H is like, yo,
Calm the fuck down.
no, I think Triple H is egging him on.
Oh,
Yo, they gave him the mic at Vegas. Like, are you not expecting it?
shoot.
And then his promo on fucking Wednesday night, he
yeah,
goes, "Oh, the Dusty Cup couldn't make it because it partied too hard and it got popped for its wellness policy." Yo, I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
That's great.
It's so awesome. So I think Triple H is putting the battery in his back and it's like, "Yo, just go out there, get yourself over."
Dude, bad press, good press is
Doesn't matter.
It's press.
Yeah.
People are talking about you regardless
This is
of
true.
and the whole idea that what about you want to talk about guys who had heat? Let me throw you a name. Shawn Michaels
Had
had
monster heat,
so much heat.
and that's why I'm saying it
He-
because I think Triple H is taking that. Like, yo, Michaels had so much heat in the back, but it didn't matter. He
was a
performed
su-
every time.
he did- like you would. It's pretty much going back to the old adage that Jay Strongbow used to say back in the day to Scott Hall. Do you want to make money or do you want to make friends?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
Riddle wants to make money.
Hey yo,
Hey,
Hey, yo.
Jericho just had Scott Hall, Eric Bischoff, and DDP on the cruise
at the same
on
time.
the podcast.
Oh,
Listen to Jericho's podcast.
Oh, yeah, I haven't heard it
And
yet.
he said that it's meant because that was one of a piece of advice that Scott Hall actually gave to Chris Jericho. You want to make money? You want to make friends?
exactly.
And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H is just, he's like, yo, listen, I didn't tell you this, but do this.
You didn't hear this from me,
Yes,
but he,
I bet you.
you might want to piss him.
You know what it is though? A lot of guys don't. Some guys don't aspire to be the top guy. They just want to be a guy.
Yeah.
Which is fine. If I was in a position where like I was never a fan, and this no disrespect to anybody who's a world heavyweight champion, I was never a fan of the world heavyweight champions. I was always a fan of the guys that are going for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Because those are 9 times out of 10, those were the best matches on the card.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And then, when Bret Hart was the Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Perfect, whatever, to me, those were my guys. But then when Bret Hart moved to the world title, I liked Bret Hart. He was still my guy, but I was not into the matches as much as I was to the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, because he had to play some of the bigger,
Yeah.
But he had good matches as well.
He had great matches. Don't get me wrong. But
What's up, Mark? No, it doesn't really Mark.
Oh, there really is a Mark.
Yeah, I'm not
How'd you know
calling
him?
you Mark.
How'd you know? How'd you know?
No, it's our boy from Michigan.
Oh,
It's Mark,
Marky Mark.
I'm so used to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
am I louder
there's
all of a sudden?
No, there's a real Mark in the room.
But yeah, dude. I mean, if Riddle
I think
has,
that's good.
There you go.
yeah, you're fine. If Riddle has heat, fuck it. Who cares, dude?
Yeah.
People are talking
Let
about
it
him.
go.
That's
Let
all
it,
that matters.
let it happen. That's it.
Again, what about the whole clique had heat? The clique had monster heat.
They
Yeah.
did.
So you want to know something? Fuck it. Who
Yeah.
cares?
I bet you, and like I said, and you could see it now, like what they're doing with meanwhile, I hate the Broserweights. I think that's the fucking stupidest name in the world.
You're bugging. I like it. I like it.
Stupidest fucking name.
I
in the
like
world.
it. Like the Rock and Sock Connection wasn't stupid too.
That was
that
stupid.
was pretty dumb.
That
it
was
was
pretty dumb.
But I mean, come on. The Broserweights, it fits.
Yeah.
He's a
Joint manipulation is a lot better.
Oh, get out of here. That sounds like a Ring of Honor name.
I got it. You know what? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're
It
absolutely
does.
right. You're absolutely
But
right.
you could see where they're going with the storyline. Pete Dunne's going to turn. There's no doubt.
I think Riddle's gonna turn.
I
I think Riddle will turn
Yeah?
on Pete Dunne fat because Pete Dunne is so beloved because of his work ethic in the ring and the fact that he's a badass, dude.
yeah.
Remember when Roddy and him were teaming and Roddy turned on
Yeah.
Pete Dunne and made Pete Dunne a monster babyface,
Yeah.
and he was still badass.
Fallon agrees with Jay. It's a terrible name.
Thank you.
It could be worse.
It could be worse.
It could've been a
It could be a
lot
lot worse.
It could have just been Dunne and Riddle. That's it. Or it could have been well done.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. Hey, we should do that for the one of the next shows. We did Guilty Pleasures today. We like
I got
next
my
week
list.
we should do.
I only got 2, man. I didn't come.
Are you serious?
I had to
because I
peel
don't-
back.
I got 10.
I got.
all right, that's fine.
I'm like 14.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait. You're gonna hate me for number 10. I know you are.
You're gonna hate me
Yeah.
for number one.
So apparently Choppy has followers on Twitter,
Really?
and they're called Choppers.
Yes, they are.
you
You might as well call. Everyone. You have Test had his testicles.
Jesus.
Scott Steiner had his freaks, and Choppy has his choppers.
I do like the choppers.
There you
I
go,
think,
see?
I think that's pretty good.
So thanks to Mark D for spearheading that for us.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, buddy.
The choppers.
Now make Choppy's head more bigger than it is now.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's it.
It can't get any bigger than this.
No. You're right.
I mean, have you
you and Sweeney? If you and Sweeney put your heads together, you'd have a big giant ass.
remember playing the Simpsons arcade game?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good game.
Remember
Yeah.
the mini game where you used to pump the Krusty's head up until
Yeah.
That's me. That's me right there. You know.
How great is it that all the Simpsons shows are on the on Disney Plus?
Let me not get. Let's not get started on that.
I know. It's another podcast.
It's that's a whole nother.
that my brother Mike should be fucking spearheading.
By the way, they released a new costume for Batman.
I saw that.
with,
Deontay posted it.
Yeah,
right?
it's not. Listen. It's still the beginning stages of the movie. I think it's. You know what it reminds me of? You remember anime Batman? The one with feudal Japan Batman?
Of course.
It looks like that style of ninja style because he you got to keep in mind he was trained by ninjas.
Thank you, Otto.
It's a nice looking. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And besides, that was a stuntman that was wearing the suit. It wasn't him.
I'm not mad
I
at
wasn't.
that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that kid's too fucking flaky to be. Don't do his own stunts anyway. That's the Twilight dude, right?
Yeah,
I
but
think
he's a.
so,
I
yeah.
can't see that fucking
Yo,
fruitcake.
but I
doing
heard-
anything.
but he's a good actor.
I heard-
I'm not
good
saying he's a bad
things.
actor. I'm just saying I can't see that fruitcake doing any kind of fucking stunts.
Oh, he's not. He's not. I
Yeah.
mean, Christian Bale didn't do any of his stunts. Come on. Come
That's what I'm
on.
saying.
Hey, you cannot tell me that Michael Keaton didn't do any of his stunts.
Oh, stop.
Otto's like, I remember when it was only Phil basically talking to me every week.
By the
This is
way,
true. This is true.
speaking of doing their own
This is
stunts, there's a new movie coming out with Jackie Chan.
Really?
That's insane. He's
Let-
like he's 107 years old.
Stop. You want to hear who's in the movie as well?
Batista. Okay.
Picture Jackie Chan versus Arnold Schwarzenegger in a fight.
Stop whining.
Really?
You lack discipline.
So
How are you?
Arnold's dressed out in one of those
He's just like Turbo Man.
Turbo Man. No, he's dressed like the red coats from the UK. He has like one of those twirly mustaches.
How are you? The British is coming.
The British is coming.
The British is coming.
And
How are
Jackie Chan looks like Shang Tsung from fucking Mortal Kombat, the old man Shang Tsung.
you? Is it like Wild Wild West fucking China?
Almost like that.
That's insane.
Dude, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
really.
see it.
I'm not paying for that.
You're bugging.
I'm gonna bootleg.
You're
that.
bugging.
No, fuck that.
And also, congratulations to Sonic the Hedgehog, the best video game movie ever made.
My son, we had my son today, and he said he saw it with his grandma.
It's amazing.
He goes, Phil, I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked it.
Yeah, I seen it on Monday.
Also, they're planning. There's rumors already circulating that The Rock wants to be part of the sequel now,
Awesome.
and they're thinking about bringing in Robo Sonic, which is like the bad guy counterpart to Sonic.
Yeah, I have to admit it was excellent.
Oh, you saw it too, huh?
I seen
Jay?
it on Monday. We took Taba and the kids loved it. And there was a few characters were missing, obviously, but that leaves.
Well,
room
that's gonna
for
happen. It's
for
gonna
number
happen.
two. That's for number
I don't know
two.
if you heard about the rumors going on, but they're thinking about doing a Super Smash Brothers universe
Really?
because they did Pikachu last year, and they're doing Sonic the Hedgehog, and they're thinking about doing a Mario Brothers movie now.
Really?
So the possibilities are endless right now. So imagine seeing Legend of Zelda or any of those other video game movies. It might be a possibility.
Hey, now.
I'm
Oh
excited.
my!
Oh my! And now the creators of Mortal Kombat want to put Scorpion in the new Smash Brothers movie. Smash Brothers video game.
Get over here,
Toasty.
I can't wait for the Mortal Kombat movie to come out in 2021.
And
Oh,
can we talk wrestling? Can we?
sorry, I can't help it.
I got him off on the
How about
tangent.
Ghetto Geek Squad that we never do? Thanks, Mike. My
Yeah.
brother Mike. Thank you for not
Fucking jerk.
Yeah.
jerk off.
Anyway, what matches we? Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair.
That was a good match. Very
I thought
athletic.
That was excellent. I mean, we all knew the ending. We all knew where it was going to go.
What did the Wizards think it was going to be Bianca Belair winning?
No, that was the one they got. That was only one of two that they got right.
I like.
That's
dude,
my girl though.
I like Belair. She's
Yeah,
good.
She's good.
Whipping
She's a
up Eve,
future NXT Women's Champion.
whipping out
Guaranteed.
Eve.
Hands
Oh
down.
yeah,
Charlotte coming out. I called that too.
yeah.
Which is going to lead into the NXT show
She's
this
gonna
week.
she's gonna beat Charlotte in WrestleMania.
You think so?
Mark my fucking words, buddy.
Well, now here's the
Rhea, you're talking about?
yes.
Here's the
yes,
thing.
yes.
Now, does it happen at NXT Takeover? Does
No,
it happen at
no,
WrestleMania?
There is no
Mania.
there is no
There's no
takeover for Mania weekend.
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
There is?
Takeover
There is.
Tampa.
Takeover Tampa.
They are doing it.
Correct.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to put the NXT card on with WrestleMania now.
Takeover Tampa.
That's stupid.
Now that might happen during Takeover, but I'm thinking either way, Charlotte's got to win. But no, she said I'll see you at WrestleMania, so it's got to
I
be
wonder.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, because the NXT Women's titles at WrestleMania. I'm telling you.
Huh?
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad.
I
at
think
it
the
either.
NXT card should be part of WrestleMania. It's not. It shouldn't be its own separate thing. You know?
Yeah, but then you're going into an 8-hour WrestleMania.
it was
You
already
go-
8 hours last
you
year.
gotta
Who gives?
You got to go second day then. You got to go 2 days.
What, you gonna do Wrestle Kingdom Part 1 and Part 2?
Yeah, you're gonna have no choice. Listen, within the coming years, it's happening. That happened in 2 days. WrestleMania.
Listen, all I know is that I feel like Charlotte is stepping her game up and taking one for the team this year.
I mean, I don't think she's stepping up her game. She's always been great. I mean, she's not lazy in any of them.
No, I'm saying like she's
No.
stepping her game up and putting the kids over, man.
Well, she's won every fucking title there is to win.
That's what I'm saying. Though I feel like it's a step up for her because I feel like it's going to put her in the upper echelon.
And don't be surprised if she ends up winning like more titles than her father did. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
she's almost there.
She's already at 10 or something. Some ridiculous
That
number.
bothers me though.
But
because
let's think about this
it's
for a
a
second.
different time.
She was the Divas champion, and then eventually she got the Raw title, then the SmackDown title,
Yeah, but they count the NXT
and then
title
the
in
NXT title also counts. Eventually, she's going to win the women's tag team titles. I mean, she's going to be a
there.
great.
She'll win the world heavyweight champion at some point.
And Bailey's a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
She's won all the belts.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. What else, Jay?
So the main event, Cole against Ciampa.
How about that turn? That's
You know,
insane.
I was upset about that.
I was very
I was
upset about it.
a little upset about it too.
Why? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. It was such they had the hard hidden match, and then Gargano comes out not selling anything. We just put him over, saying like how much of a seller he is. Like, now I understand it happened maybe an hour later, but like you could still not look as fresh.
I would have been okay with somebody interfering in the match, but it shouldn't have been Gargano. It should have been somebody else. And I know.
Shiny was Kevin has a point. Takeover Mania in the same weekend is basically already a 2-day Mania.
Yeah, that's true.
Valid
He's right.
point. That is true.
That's true.
That's very true.
I would have had Killer Cross debut
Ooh.
and take and screw Ciampa out of the title.
That's we could. I mean, he was there.
He was there, dude.
Yeah.
I forgot his girlfriend is Scarlett Bard.
Yeah,
Bordeaux?
that's his girl. Yeah,
Holy
that's the
shit.
Holy smoke!
I'm pretty sure that was the deciding factor as to why he went to NXT.
Dude,
Oh,
I wouldn't leave the house. At that
Yeah.
point. She's a fucking doll.
Yeah,
Smoke show.
But like I said, I mean, it was a great match between these two.
It was a
I don't-
phenomenal match.
But and I know there's a little bit of debate online with like the kickouts and it just the impossible.
Those are NXT. That's how an NXT show
that's
is.
how it is now,
It's a
man.
little. I think, albeit valid points, I still think it doesn't if you're looking at it from that sense, it's taken away from the match. All in all, it was a great match.
Yeah. Here. Going back to the what do you call it? It's going back to the whole DIY and the Revival tag team title match.
Yeah.
At a certain point, his son is like, "Oh my God, there's too many damn kickouts," and he's like, "How old was he? 9 at that time?"
He's like, yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, he's like Phil, there's too many fucking kickouts."
Yeah,
sure.
He's right.
Yeah.
I mean, but if it makes sense in the match,
It's one thing. Yeah.
But I remember when Gargano was going for the NXT title against Andrade, and there was so many damn kickouts in Philadelphia. I'm like, dude, that's enough, man.
Yeah, we referenced it all the time now. It was reminiscent of Steamboat and Savage.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
But like I said, like this, the ending didn't sour me that much because it was still a good match. But I obviously UE's gonna interfere at some point. But then as soon as you see Gargano, you're like, oh. Like not
right, exactly.
Like this whole match happens, and then a belt shot is what wins. You know what I'm saying?
It took the wind out of the sails. That's
my point.
Okay,
yeah.
so here's my next question to you guys. And I was hoping I can get this out. What's going to happen now, moving forward? Does Finn Balor go after?
Absolutely, he does.
Adam Cole, and then
absolutely,
and then we'll have the Ciampa.
We're gonna have the Ciampa versus Gargano
hands down. Like feud again. Is that how it's gonna go?
We're gonna have because now you got.
And then Finn Balor takes the belt, and that's how it's gonna go.
I honestly think
Jay's got a different opinion.
I mean, this is what it's gonna happen. I still think we're gonna have the Gargano Ciampa feud, but this time the roles are reversed. Ciampa's the babyface, Gargano's the heel. Also, I do think Adam Cole is eventually he's gonna have to drop the title to Finn Balor. He's going to have to because Finn Balor is the hottest heel in NXT.
Yeah. Oh, with that. Well, I mean, Gargano's close now.
I'm not I like Gargano. I'm still not a Gargano fan. I'm not.
Yeah.
I am a fan of his attires when he comes out with different Marvel
characters. Velveteen Dream's new attire.
Velveteen Dream is, he's a sick fuck. Yeah. That dude is great.
He pulled the Rick Rude.
Yeah, big time.
Fucked up, man.
This week he had Marina Shafir on his crotch. I was like, yo.
That's fucked up.
That's a heel move, but you know what? It works for him.
It worked.
I still think that we're going to see a new NXT champion in Finn Balor.
I'm going to go with, there's nowhere to really kind of
gauge
to gauge it right now. Just a shot in the dark. The only thing that makes sense with this right now is it's got to be a 4-way. Because and the only reason is the only thing that's different about Gargano Ciampa is that it's the roles are reversed. That's the only thing that's different about it. Otherwise, it's going to be the same match.
So you still think Ciampa is going to be involved in the match, and then we're going to have a 4-way, but this time Ciampa wins the title at the Mania weekend.
I think he's going to win the title at the Mania weekend.
That's a valid point.
Because it still leaves you now. You have so many matches. Oh, but then again, I'm actually just now talking myself out of it because now what are you going to do with Gargano and Ciampa? You're still gonna, because he was the champion before.
You got to also keep in mind Ciampa's main focus was Goldie, quote unquote Goldie. So now his focus is going to be Gargano.
Gargano.
So I don't think it's.
I might have worked myself out of that actually. I might be back on what you said.
I still think Finn Balor is going to go for the title against Adam Cole at the Takeover, and I think the guy deserves it, and I'll tell you why. He's been put through so much bullshit on Raw, and I think he should have been. I honestly think to this very day, I think he should have been put on SmackDown because he had more room to elevate himself.
Yeah.
Whereas on Raw. Okay, whatever. But NXT, he's a superstar, bro.
Now he is, yeah.
He's an
excellent heel.
He's a fucking I have always liked him as a heel. When he was Prince Devitt, oh my god.
Now he's Prince Balor.
He's called the Prince Finn Balor now.
Yeah.
So I like that. And I like the fact that he's doing the Bullet Club symbols now on guys. It's dope. I love it.
Yeah.
I do. Call me crazy. I somehow see Killer Cross joining up with Finn Balor.
Hmm. Well, Killer Cross, yeah,
because I don't know if you've noticed, but Finn Balor has like the cross on the the C on his name.
You're reading too much into that, though. I think.
But then Killer Cross also does the cross as well.
Hey,
I'm just maybe I'm reading into it too much. I still think I see Killer Cross joining up with Finn Balor.
Hey,
I do love the logic, but you are reading a little bit into it.
Maybe.
I'm serious.
Call me conspiracy theorist. I don't know.
No, it's fun. It's what makes the show go around, man.
I would like to see those two together, but I don't want to see another stable. I just want to see two guys coming together.
I'm gonna say something bold.
What's up?
Seeing Killer Cross in person,
he's a beast.
Beast.
Yes, but seeing him in person, and Jay, you could attest to this. he could be the next Batista.
Ooh, hey.
If Balor's gonna bring him in like that, because I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
If Balor brings him in like that, he's the next Batista.
Yeah. Well, he can get over
He's more athletic than Batista.
much.
He's a little more. I don't know if he's more charismatic because Batista's a really good actor.
Yeah, but
But
Killer Cross doesn't have the same physique as Batista.
no,
did.
Dave's a lot bigger, obviously.
But like, dude, the guy is a superstar. He has superstar written all over him.
Yeah.
That's a guy that Vince can get behind, hands down, because he's big, he's thick, he can move, he can talk.
Yeah.
What's up?
Jay, your friend Mike Miller.
Yeah.
Can someone please tell Jay he looks like a penis with a little hat on?
You know, he's been saying that for like the last 7 weeks in the show, and he's been just trying to get that
No,
over.
he just asked me to relate the message here. That's
He's been trying to get that over for the last
all.
7 weeks.
I'm just saying. I'm just.
Mike, I don't know if you can hear this, but here, I'll turn it up for you. I work with him. He's a good
Shout
dude.
out to Mike.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah,
Actually,
dude.
he's
Is that the guy with the podcast?
Trophy Whores. I could be getting that wrong.
Dude, can you plug your friend shit the right way?
Trophy. I think it's Trophy Whores.
All right, get the right name and bring it back to me next
yeah,
week.
I think it's he'll write on it.
Yeah, Mike, send some commercials our way or something.
Yeah,
Because your friend can't plug a show for shit.
can't even plug my own.
It's just fucking guy. All in all, though, Takeover was a good show.
Excellent
enjoyed
show.
it. Love it.
Excellent show.
And I love the fact that the Takeover show was by itself on a Sunday, and it wasn't like it was going up
Wasn't piggybacking.
off of a WWE pay per view. I
Yeah.
think it's good.
I agree.
I think they should start doing that more often.
I would be interested to see what the rating. I don't know how they tell the ratings with the network and everything, but I would be interested to see.
Well,
that
I'm pretty sure the algorithm for those shows are really high
Yeah.
because everyone likes to.
We got some love in the YouTube chat room.
Do it.
Uptown Georgie's in there. Shaylin's in there.
Hey,
Fuck
now.
him.
No, you idiot. What's wrong with you?
I love Uptown George. He's great.
The chef Paul Dube is in the Facebook post. What's up there, Mr. Chef?
Mr. Doobie.
Mr. Doobie. Mr. Paul
Senor
Doobie.
Doobie.
Senor Doobie.
But yeah, I'd say all in all, it was definitely a great show.
Good.
So what's next on the dock? Are we gonna do the picks or are we gonna
No,
do?
we'll do picks before the break.
Yeah.
You want to go AEW first? You want to go New Japan? I've watched both shows, so I can give you the results.
Yeah, let's do New Japan.
All right. So this is the road, the New Japan road. Thursday morning. Well, they did. Well, let's do all three shows.
Yeah.
They had the Tiger Hattori retirement show on Wednesday.
Correct.
So he's done officially. We had the opening match was Toa Hanare and Hamna and Makabe, and they beat Gabriel Kidd, Uemura, and Tsuji. And then Will Ospreay, Sho, and Yo beat Tiger Mask, Rocky Romero, and Taguchi.
I can't believe Rocky Romero. He's still in excellent shape, dude. By the way.
Amazing, by
You
the way.
know how old he
shape.
is? He's only 37 years old.
Yeah, but I feel like he's been around forever.
Finn Juice and Yoshihashi beat Takahashi, Bushi, and Evil. Yuji Nagata, Kojima, Tenzan, and Nakanishi, who's also on the retirement tour, beat Suzuki-gun.
Wait, who's on the retirement tour?
Nakanishi.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Kanemaru, Desperado, Taichi, and Suzuki. They beat them. And then Colt Cabana, Toriano, Kota Ibushi, and Tanahashi beat the Bullet Club. Fale, Jay, why? Tangaloa and Tamaloa. Tangaloa, Tamatanga.
I'm starting to not like Jay White anymore.
You're bugging. Sonata, Shingo, and Naito beat Goto, Ishii, and Okada. And that was the retirement card. And then the road, the New Japan road, the Thursday show. This was a good card. Gabriel Tsuji beat Gabriel Kidd. Gabriel Kidd is a British guy from the LA Dojo. And then Kanemaru, Desperado, Taichi, and Suzuki beat Imura, Ospreay, Hashi, and Hiroki Goto. And then Colt Cabana, Yano, and Okada beat Tenno Hanare, Hamna, and Makabe.
How about that as a team?
Why? That doesn't make sense.
I know.
Don't you ever put down Toriano, all right?
Fuck Yano.
Tiger Mask, Nagata, Kojima, Tenzan, and Nakanishi
Against Makabe? Come on.
beat Los Nobles de Japan.
Stop.
Yes.
Repeat that one more time.
Tiger Mask, Yuji Nagata, Kojima, Tenzan, and Nakanishi beat Los
It's gotta be
Nobles.
60-year-old Tenzan? Come on,
It's a
dude.
combination of like 300 years old.
Bullet Club, Fale, J, why? And the Gorillas beat Tanahashi, Kota Ibushi, and Finn Juice. That was a really good match, actually.
That's a pretty
That
good
was a really
okay.
good match.
That sounds pretty good.
This was a good match. This stole the fucking show.
What is this?
The IWGP Junior Tag Title match. Show and Yo beat Rocky Romero and Taguchi, the mega coaches.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, Rocky Romero worked his ass off in this match.
He has to keep up with his students, man.
Yeah, man. And dude, you want to talk about fucking slabs of beef? Shinjo in his first title defense with the never open weight beat Ishii in 27 minutes.
Oof, that must have been
choppy. It was so good, man. It was so. New Japan is on fucking fire.
I like Ishii.
This morning I woke up after the fact, but I caught the whole thing. Young boy Gabriel Kidd teaming up with Tiger Mask. They beat Imura and Tsuji. Sho, Yo, and Finjuice beat Suzuki-gun.
Why?
Because they're hot over there. Yoshihashi, Goto, and Ishii beat Makabe, Hamna, and Hanare.
What the fuck is going on with Makabe? Dude keeps losing, dog.
That's it.
And then the geriatric crew of Nakanishi, Tenzan, Kojima, and Yugata beat Bullet Club.
Stop, I'm done.
And
There it is.
Are you serious?
Dude, this match kicked ass. 6-man. Rocky Romero, Will Ospreay, and Okada lost to Takahashi, Sonata, and Naito. So it was LIJ against Chaos.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Never openweight 6-man titles. Toriano stole the belts. Like he always does.
Fuck Yano.
So it was Yano, Taguchi.
Fuck Yano.
Yano, Taguchi, and Colt Cabana lost to the champions, Bushi, Evil, and Shinjo.
Good. Good. Fucking mooks.
And in the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, Kota Ibushi and the Ace, the Golden Aces, have defeated the Bullet Club, Tamatanga Tangaloa, in their first title defense.
Yeah.
20 minutes, 10 seconds, then they get jumped by Suzuki.
So Jerry 1 and Jerry 2 are the new IWGP Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
The geriatrics.
Yano is the true ace.
Yeah.
There you go, Justin.
There you go.
Yano. Fuck
New
Yano.
Japan, number one. New Japan, Ichiban.
Fuck Yano.
Ichiban.
Fuck Tanahashi.
You're bugging, dude.
Fuck Tanahashi, dude. Why do you guys love that guy?
Chop, please watch this match. Please promise me you'll watch this.
Tanahashi.
Dude, please watch the match. Jade, you see it?
I hadn't seen it yet. No.
You got to watch the match. It was really good.
You know what?
All I did was read the results.
Do me a favor. Go buy a bag of gummy dicks like my wife tagged you in this and call me in the morning, all right? Fucking ace. More like the ace of shit. Get out of here. Awful.
Can't believe you're putting down fucking Ibushi as well.
No, fuck that. Ibushi's the shit. The only reason I'm calling him Jerry 2 is because he's associated with Jerry 1. Get out of here. Jerk offs.
Okay, we have AEW. Did you guys see AEW?
I seen AEW.
I did not see AEW, but I heard the
did.
cage match was insane.
Cage match was really good.
Cage match was good. There was one camera spot where it looked like he didn't even hit the guy.
I saw that. I saw that online.
Wow, Otto agrees with the Choppy.
Thank you.
The Tanahashi's overrated.
He is.
It's not overrated.
I don't think so at all.
I think he's
I think
perfectly
you guys are fucking
right
nuts.
where he's
that
supposed
high
to be
flow is a
rated.
fucking rip off.
The high flow, frog
splash.
yeah.
Fuck that.
I can't even talk. I'm a retard.
What is it?
High fly flow.
Fuck that.
Thank you, Jay. The Young Bucks won the number one tag contenders battle royal.
Yo, that super kick.
Oh yeah,
onto
Santana.
Onto
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
And then that's another one that looked like when they slowed it down, you're like, oh, I could see it. But in fast motion, as it happened,
they get a
best fucking
title
thing
shot.
I've ever
They
seen.
get a title shot next Saturday.
I think the best to me that was a really good super kick off when the guy came off the ropes. To me, it almost emulated Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
But
I
Shelton
think it was better.
But Shelton Benjamin got knocked the fuck out in that one.
He just got a new contract.
Oh,
Did he?
yeah,
But he said he's miserable in WWE because he doesn't do anything.
He's Charlie Haas.
I like when him and Haas were together in Ring of Honor for when they won the Ring of Honor tag team.
Of course.
Off the Briscoes. Oh my
him
god.
and Brock should reform the Minnesota Stretching Crew.
Not happening.
No, of course not. But I mean,
First off, Shelton Benjamin's almost 50, and then fucking Lesnar's about to be out the door soon.
Chris Statlander defeated Cena. Britt Baker was on commentary. I hate Britt Baker as a heel, though.
I don't mind her as a heel.
I don't mind.
She's trying too hard.
No, at first I said the same thing, and then as the weeks are going on, I go, okay, she's just finding her feet.
The one thing I did like is when Shivani, it wasn't this week, it was like last week. Shivani introduced, ladies and gentlemen, Britt Baker, and then she goes up to Shivani, excuse me, Tony, it's Dr. Britt Baker. That's great.
Awful John Moxley beat Jeff Cobb.
Oh,
What a
You're an
troll.
asshole.
I
Yeah.
hate-
You're an
I hate
asshole.
Moxley.
I
Yeah,
can't
you know how you hate Moxley? I hate John. Was it the Ace? I fucking hate the Ace.
Good.
You know why?
Good.
Because Ace sucks.
Good. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page beat the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
That was a
Page-
phenomenal.
good match.
Page pinned Phoenix after a buckshot / V trigger combo.
fucking. I tell you, I'm really liking Adam Page and Kenny Omega.
Adam Page. I'm telling you, Adam Page is going to be the heel in that crew, man.
Oh, dude,
I wish they would not do that because Adam Page should be the face of that company.
He will be. He will be.
disagree. Omega's going heel.
No.
Omega's going heel.
No. Why? He's the leader of the Dark Order?
Swerve, bro.
No way.
Swerve, bro.
High fry fro.
High fry fro.
Cody broke his big toe on the moonsault.
Did he?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Why? So he can make himself even more.
Yo, that thing and that cage is higher than like a.
It looked like a
WWE
combination
cage.
of a Hell in a Cell.
There was a very cool discussion on the Rampage about
I
it.
saw. I
yeah.
saw it. I saw
Okay,
it.
and I'll tell you what, and I'm going to say this again. I told this to my cousin, and I told Nick and Jay and a bunch of everybody that was. I think Nick put the page. Nick put the post, the picture up. I feel like if they keep this cage for all their matches, it's fine.
Yeah. I agree.
I think every Fed should have their own style of cage.
I like the cage. The cage was.
I
like that.
I had no problem. It looked reminiscent of the first Hell in a Cell with the top of it.
Yes, I agree. I kind of the height of it was really high though.
Yeah, it was, and that's why. Like, I remember when you knew somebody's. Cody was coming off the top.
I love the fact that it's high, so that way it's impossible for another. I'm sorry.
You guys want something from 7-Eleven?
No, I'm good.
Anyone
No,
want
I'm fine.
coffee?
Thank
No, I'm good. The fact that like it's so high makes it better for storyline purposes, and I'll tell you why. Because it's gonna make it a lot harder for other wrestlers to
to
interfere.
get in. Exactly.
So I like that.
Well, and like I said, and I like the one part of the match where you knew MJF was looking at On like, oh come on, family legacy, like he's another Rhodes, and like there was a moment of hesitation on, and because like I said, where MJF was, like it made me forget that he was behind the door. Where I'm like, and then I see him rearing back, and I just go, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" And then he hit MJF, and I just go, "I should have seen that coming." but for a second, I suspended.
Speaking of Arn Anderson,
Did you see that?
I
that
fucking hate that.
fucking kid. Some kid went to his house.
I came very close to like messing this motherfucker. I was like, you're an absolute asshole.
Does that not make him more of a gentleman, Arn Anderson? It's
But it
unbelievable.
makes the other guy look like an asshole.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
What a
They
piece of
They
shit.
buried that kid on social
He's an
media.
asshole.
He's an asshole.
He's not even a kid. He's like a guy almost in his 40s bothering a guy who was like retired, dude.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Leave the man alone.
Yeah.
The guy comes out of his house with shirtless and then trying to sign a title for you. Get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here. You're an asshole, dude.
Then he takes a picture of him signing it.
What is it? Jeremy, I think his name is Jeremy Register is his name.
Really?
That's the name that I saw.
Oh, that's
That's-
terrible.
Jeremy Register. If you guys happen to be friends with this asshat, fuck him.
Oh my god, that's
What an ass.
I seen that. I
Hey,
was like,
Jeremy.
Jerk off. It's like, for example, Phil over here walking down the street and he lives right next to Dusty Rhodes' house. And I'm like, hey, Dusty, can you sign my title belt, please?
My
Yeah.
mom says like I have an autograph.
My mom says I can have an autograph from you.
well, like I said, what if the guy didn't even live near him? Like, what if he like
But how the fuck?
stalked him?
Yeah, that's another thing. How the fuck do you know Arn Anderson's address, dude?
Fucking creep.
You're a creepo,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Fucking
I would never have the balls.
kudos.
I couldn't.
kudos to
No
Arn
way.
Anderson.
I'm
for-
afraid to ask wrestlers to record spots, so I have
Yeah.
to do it.
Like it's like Mario going up to Mr. Pat Patterson. You're looking very fit, Mr. Patterson.
You're looking very fit today, Mr. Patterson. Why do you say that? Mario.
I would have been, and Rob was like, he's just retarded, Mr. Patterson. Leave him alone.
Don't mind him. He's dense.
He's retarded. Don't worry about
He's
him.
retarded.
But another good show by AEW. I mean,
I'm excited for Saturday now.
they really did a good job of plugging Saturday.
What about
Strong Island.
I didn't see NWA this week. How was it?
It was off. They had that-
Circle Square.
That's Circle Square this week. Shawn Mooney's new show. It's an interactive show where the fans actually watch the matches and they comment on them while the matches are going on.
Gotcha.
Wasn't bad. We have to get on that.
Hey,
And we-
can we do it?
Yes, we can.
Oh yeah, of course. If you
So I'm thinking when they put it out, then we should just get to run over here and log in and fucking.
We
try
can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that getting us on TV, because all
Yeah.
these little podcasts getting on TV, I'm like, this is bullshit, man.
So what is it? Tuesday nights?
I think it's Tuesday nights. Yeah, I'll look on the website and before I
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
get all giddy and shit. But
Mr. Mooney.
Mr. How do you not love Shawn Moon?
I
I love
know.
Shawn. He's probably one of the only announcers that I have not one bad word to say about him.
Because he delivered our news too, man. He was a newscaster.
He was a
for
newscaster
a
in
while,
the
for a
Northeast.
while, on Channel 9.
Yeah.
And I also like the fact that he was a newscaster for the WWF.
Yeah.
He used to have his
Fucking right. Fucking
he's
right.
awesome.
Wait a minute. You mean
He
to
took
tell me
over
you
for
have,
Mean Gene.
I'm about to say you have a
Doing
mean thing
the
to say about
report.
Mean Gene?
Never.
Oh, that's to say. Then that's 2 announcers that you don't have anything bad to say about.
Well,
and Lord
you know what?
Alfred Hayes.
You know what? Mean Gene called me a pain in the ass, so fuck him.
It's true.
He's the reason why everyone calls me a pain in the ass now.
Yep.
That's okay though.
So
God bless.
So hope
God
everybody
bless.
liked the new intro.
yeah,
I love it. I
big.
think it's fantastic.
I loved it. When we were talking about for copyright issues and all this stuff.
Yeah, Jay and I were talking during the week, and the YouTube thing is getting big with us, and I feel like I've been playing regular music the whole entire time, and I figure if we can not do that anymore and get
some original content
and get permission to play some music, which we can do that too. You have to pay for that though.
Yeah.
Like some of the radio podcasts do. Like they play like.
But here's my thing though: if I have like an iTunes account and I pay for the music on iTunes, I can't use it.
Still
It's
don't own it.
copyrighted because they're not getting the artists aren't getting royalties when you play music on your iPlay or whatever it is, or
Mhm.
like on I have the Amazon gimmick, they get royalties on that, a certain percentage of the streams.
Yeah.
Same way with Spotify. Like once if we pick up Steam on Spotify, there's monetary things involved in
Oh boy.
So
I mean, I doubt we'll get paid, but
yeah,
I mean, like,
we can't use it here in order for other people to hear that type of thing. That's where it gets. It's the same thing with like
so
Facebook.
step one, get a new intro.
That's
'cause
caca.
Don't. I love Brian, our buddy Brian, who did that for us with the Madball music and all the clips. I loved it, but it's a Madball song, and I don't think Hoy would have a problem using it. But Hoy is also on Nuclear Blast.
But Madball is just DIY. They don't give a shit.
But it's not them. They're signed to a deal, man. They're on a label.
It's because
They may not own
it's
it,
not
yeah.
them. If I call Hoyer up tomorrow and be, listen, can I use fucking Look My Way? He'd be like, yeah, go ahead.
He's like, yeah, go ahead. I don't own it though.
I don't own it though. I mean, I own the masters.
Yeah.
Well,
if he owns the masters, then he owns it.
but if you're playing it on YouTube, it's a radio station, the record company's site, then it's on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what I'll do is I got the original intro, and of course we know Jay's got the band, and Jay sent me some music. I like Jay's music that he sent me, but I want instrumentals.
Yeah, of course.
So either he'll do that with that one, or we're just gonna write. We can write. I can write new music. Jay can write new music.
Yeah.
And we have friends who have bands, not just Jay's band, but we have friends in bands that I can probably get music from too. So now I'm going to talk to Five from Caught in a Trap, and I'll talk to Jimmy from Brooklyn Blast Furnace. He's got some. He was doing shit with a rapper, so maybe we can do some there too. I'm not too worried about it. I just don't want to get fucking jammed up in the whole copyright.
That's what I said. Once I seen Solomon to say something, because he got banned for something with. He wasn't playing, as far as I know, he wasn't playing anything
famous. Sir.
Yeah, like he was
Right.
just he was talking about AEW, and I don't know if he played clips and then got fucking a strike or something. But I seen that and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, when Solar Monster's complaining about it, and Solar Monster's ginormous right now.
Yeah,
so he's one of the hottest podcasts on the planet.
I mean, like I said, I'm sure like we wouldn't get anything, but why even just start?
I want to reach out to Jason, and I probably will. And I think he might be down. I'm going to see if he's going to be down in Mania.
He always goes to the Mania.
I don't think he's going because of he went on a Jericho cruise.
Oh,
I think he chose.
I'm going to hit him up anyway because he did some stuff for us for our 5th anniversary. So I'm going to hit him up and see if.
Word up.
I want to get him on the show anyway. What else we got going
NXT?
on? You want to do? I didn't see NXT this week.
NXT was good.
It was good.
It was good.
I liked the UE jumped Velveteen Dream after the match because Velveteen actually won the match against Roddy.
Yeah,
he beat Roddy.
He beat Roddy clean.
Okay.
And then the UE came in and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then there was also the match between Jordan Devlin and Leo Rush.
Awesome match.
Fantastic match.
Awesome match.
I told you about Jordan Devlin.
I know because he's a Finn Balor guy.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if he joins Finn Balor.
Ooh.
Don't be surprised if that happens.
Yeah, it's own little Bullet Club.
And then it's going to be called the Cross Club.
The Cross Club.
What do you call it? And then I'm just not a fan of Devlin's move. I love the Saito suplex. Don't get me wrong. I love the Saito suplex, but not for a guy his size.
It's a setup move.
I think it should be like he could do the Saito suplex as a signature move, and then bam, hit him with something else. Maybe like a low super kick or something else.
A knee or something. Yeah,
I
know what you mean.
And then there was then Bianca Belair comes out.
Yeah,
and she interrupts the match between what was the girls? What were the girls in the match? I forgot. So she comes out. She's like, girls.
Jaden, not Cross. Jaden something.
Oh, it was the Chelsea, and then and Jaden, whatever her name is. She's like, all right, girls, do you? I just got something to say. Charlotte, I'm gonna beat that ass, and she walks right out of the
it was actually pretty good.
It was good.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
She's like, I'm gonna get that ass. You
and then the Broserweights against the young grizzled veterans.
It was the Broserweights versus Birch and Oni Lorcan.
Yes,
that match.
Like the Oni Lorcan's back.
Yeah, dude. Oni Lorcan's back. He signed. He resigned.
I'm not mad at that.
So Danny Birch and Oni Lorcan and those and Broserweights. Oh, forget it, dude. They fucking tore it up.
Awesome match.
And then I didn't see the one with the grizzled young veterans.
That's the hood, yeah. And
against it was what's the Mexican dude? I always forget his name.
Oh, I forget his name. And Zima Ion. What the hell is it? Joaquin Wild.
Oh, he's called that Zima Ion?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And
DJ Z?
Yeah.
They finally debuted his ass?
Yeah. He's been on for a handful of weeks.
Good for him. Good for him.
So it was an all in all. And once again, I mean, content wise, I thought NXT was it wasn't better like it normally.
I still think AEW probably had the better show.
I think NXT was just head and shoulders because I love the beginning and the end. They sandwiched it perfectly, but it wasn't. It's by a hair.
So I got ask you guys something. I've been looking at the Hall of Fame inductions. What are your thoughts on British Bulldog possibly going in?
I'm not mad at that.
I love it.
Finally happening.
And of course, there's people already complaining about it.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it should be the Dynamite Kid and the British Bulldog going together. I'm like, dude,
there's no way Dynamite Kid's
Dynamite Kid's gonna get in.
He's gonna get in, guys. Stop.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, like I've told Choppy the last 10 years.
Everyone's gonna get in.
Everybody's getting in. It's a matter of politics.
Even Benoit's gonna.
It may not be now.
Never getting.
You're bugging. You're
never getting in.
Yes.
You see what happens. Mark my words.
We can make a small wager on this one.
Everybody.
It may not be next year. It may not be 20 years from now, but he will be in.
Everybody gets in, Jay.
No.
Everybody gets in. Everybody gets in.
Bruiser Brody's not in.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He's no. I don't count the
shut the fuck up.
We have to though because at least they mentioned him.
You know what's gonna happen if fucking Coco Beware is in, then fucking Benoit is gonna go in.
I'm telling you,
Benoit's
man.
not getting in.
Dynamite Kid is gonna go in.
Listen.
They've
been lobbying for the Bulldog.
Listen,
for a long, long time.
Carlos Colon is in. And he's a fucking murderer.
Ferngana's a murderer. He was in.
Mm-hmm.
He murdered some dude in a nursing home.
Yeah, he did. He actually suplexed the guy. Killed the guy.
He fucking killed him. Good job, Rocket.
Leave old man guy.
Well, I think that happened. I think that happened after he got in. Actually,
yeah, it happened after he got in.
Did it?
Yes, it did.
That would have took that ring back.
Fucking Sunny is in, and she's been doing some weird. She's
been
in jail
taking double D's.
Yeah,
and I don't mean double D tits. I mean double dick.
Yeah.
All right.
I got the video. Once again, she did porn after she got in.
Doesn't matter. She was still doing those.
She wore the ring in the video. I love that video.
And can you? I tell you, I love Sunny. The balls on her to videotape her, her and Dolph Ziggler fucking.
I love her, bro. She's a pig. I love it.
She's awesome.
God bless her. She can fuck.
I was trying to add her as a friend on Facebook, but I guess it was too late because she went to jail by then, and I couldn't.
Oh,
poor thing.
I think I'm friends with her. Am I?
She makes me cupcakes too.
What happened?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure she does.
Yep.
I'm sure she took
cupcakes. Bring all the boys to the yard.
I'm sure she took mad loads from Shawn Michaels. Mad loads
in front of Candido.
I'm sure Bret Hart dropped a couple of baby batches on her back.
He had sunny days. He said. So.
Supposedly
some baby batter all over that back.
I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels was very heartbroken. Yeah. No pun intended. That Sonny went to
she
Bret
probably
Hart.
knocked his eye further out.
Yeah. Listen, I don't. WWE is too PC to ever put in Benoit. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, and we're gonna put a wager on this, Jay.
Not gonna happen.
I will buy you a 12-pack of whatever beer you want, and
for a year.
Yeah.
Once a week for a year.
Listen, I will buy you a 12-pack of whatever.
12 times 52.
And like I said, I guarantee you, there's no way that Dynamite Kid's getting in.
No, we're talking about Benoit here, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Benoit's never getting in.
Phil, can you say the statement one more time?
I'm telling you, he's gonna get in.
Everyone's gonna get in.
I'm telling you.
Nope. There's no shot.
Even Iron Mike Sharp is in, and he was a jobber.
Iron Mike Sharp deserves to be in.
You know who's gonna go in too? I guarantee one of these days. Barry Horowitz, my favorite jobber.
He should be in.
He doesn't like the word jobber though. He likes to be called enhancement
carpenter.
He's a carpenter.
Okay. You want to make picks?
No, we gotta do our top 10 list.
This This is all you guys. I only did 2.
Give us what are your 2?
Well, it was funny because we have to talk about when you say guilty pleasures. I did have.
We're going with people. We're going with wrestlers that people either thought they were okay workers or were like not or okay characters.
I thought yes. That's exactly where. I was
So
going.
first off, since Phil only has 2, what are your 2?
Junkyard Dog.
No,
I'm telling you.
JYD is a good worker.
He wasn't a good worker when you
I
watched him.
thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, you didn't know he was a good worker until 30 years later.
Doesn't matter. He
He wasn't that good in the ring.
Stop.
He was not that good in the ring.
Who's
dude.
the next one?
Sid?
Oh, that's it. Okay, there you go.
Uh,
You go. What's your number 10?
oh, you see, you don't even Archibald Peck.
Who's this?
Fucking, he was
Chikara?
yeah, Archibald Peck, dude. This guy was. He was. A great,
I didn't know we were going indies.
well, I was doing everything. I go everywhere.
Shit.
Archibald
I went
Peck.
mainstream.
He was so fucking
I can't
good.
believe you picked that.
He was so fucking good. And he was a writer for the E for 5 years or something. But dude, some of his matches, he has a match. He was
He's dying.
he was the perfect. He was the perfect combination of hilarious. I love Archibald Peck.
So he's choking on his pizza. All right. Phil's going to hate me for this.
I'll throw another one, but go ahead.
My number 10 is styling and profiling pretty Paul Roma. I like Paul Roma. I thought he was a good worker. And then when he was part of Power and Glory, I thought it was great. And then him and the Wonderful were a great tag team.
Oh yeah, I used to love him.
I have a
with-
tag
with-
team.
with
I
Wonderful.
just thought of a tag team that I liked.
Guilty pleasure? Which one?
Firebreaker Chip and Todd Champion.
Oh,
WCW Special
yeah,
Forces.
that wasn't bad. All right. Number 9.
Crash Holly.
Oh, he wasn't bad though. He was
Fucking
good.
Love Crash.
He was
Holly.
good, man.
I'm just saying, like you said, like he
Guilty
was.
pleasures.
He was an underneath guy, but every time he came on, he was fucking good.
911.
He was good. 9-1 was good. I like that. He was not terrible, but he was a good
Didn't
character.
have any moves.
But he was a good character. But
Guilty pleasure.
do you know who was? Did you know he was in Florida as Tombstone though? Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
My number 9 is New Jack,
Oh, you know what? He was one of my runner-ups.
and number 9 is New Jack.
It was always, and like I said, that's what I was saying. I was going to text you guys about the criteria, and I just go, but guilty pleasure is like,
It could be anybody.
yeah, it could be anybody.
Moving forward, there should be a criteria to all these lists because the more you think about it, the more shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because again, I'm thinking guilty pleasure as in the guy's terrible in the ring.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like either terrible in the ring or just a terrible character.
I did everything around.
It's fine.
Although I did kind of like go around like comedy because you'll see like number 8, like Chuck Taylor, but Chuck Taylor's fucking
Chuck
indie shit.
Taylor, Chucky T.
Yeah, I loved
Seriously,
I loved the grenade thing.
Chucky T
He's
is good.
fucking amazing.
Chuck E.
I
He's
know.
good.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's like a guilty.
I don't think anybody dislikes him.
But no, like the grenade thing and all that stuff. I love that.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
think
thought he used to get chopped. He would scream very, very loud. Like I loved him. To me, he's a guilty pleasure. I love watching him.
All right. My number 7, Balls Mahoney.
Yeah.
But balls can work though.
But we're not going by work rate. We're going by guilty pleasure. Some people don't like Balls Mahoney. Some people thought he was a joke. I beg to differ. I think he had some phenomenal matches with Rob Van Dam.
Excellent.
He had phenomenal matches with fucking what was it? The Dudleys.
Yeah.
He's good.
What about your countryman?
Oh, just incredible.
Aldo Montoya.
Yes, sir. He did.
You're gonna laugh at this one. Enzo Amore.
No, he was good. I liked him.
Yeah, but once again,
I had no problem with
one,
him.
Yeah, another one. I just thought he was the perfect all. Every time he came on, especially he had that moment where it was 6 months, 7 months, where consistently the best part of the show was when him and Cass came out.
My number 6, Warlord.
By himself.
By himself.
Like the Powers of Pain.
No, by himself.
Warlord is.
I liked him because once he dropped the paint and came in decked out with the armor, he was dope. I just liked him. I just liked the way he looked as a kid. I was like, wow, this guy's dope. He's a monster. And that's Batista's favorite wrestler of all time.
Really?
Warlord was his favorite.
Huh. Well, he was a better worker in NWA than he ever was in WWE.
Well, and in WWE, they told him how to wrestle.
Yeah.
So that's why. What's your number 6?
Toriano.
I knew there was a reason why I kept saying Yano in the show. You're an asshole.
I
I
love.
can't believe fucking Chuck Taylor's on that list.
Well,
Chuck E. T's
I
good.
love Chuck E. T, but I'm just saying some people don't like
He's not
him.
okay. Let me.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not my favorite wrestler, but he's good. He's
yeah,
good.
I love Chuck Taylor. I'm just saying that some people don't like his style. I personally enjoy it, and I personally enjoy Toriano's fucking style.
How shocked were you guys when I said Warlord, huh? My number 5 now. Oh, is it number 5? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 is Doink the Clown.
See, I'm glad I didn't do this list because I got the criteria wrong.
Listen,
I'm glad I didn't do it because
Doink the Clown
was Matt fucking Bourne. What are you talking
but
about,
Matt Bourne had to wrestle a different way.
bro?
Yes,
Stop. It's
I
Matt
agree.
Bourne.
No, I'm with Choppy on this
he
one.
worked.
He
Listen,
knows how to work,
He knows.
but he was given a shit gimmick, and he got it over.
I'm tagging out.
Shut the fuck up, all right?
Yo, Doink was on my list. He ended up just moving out. He was like number 11.
He moves Doink out, but Chuck Taylor's on the list.
Well, because not many people like Chuck Taylor. That's the idea of it. I personally like Chuck Taylor. That's why he's on the list. That's what I'm saying. He's not getting enough credit.
Samba Simba.
I'm sorry. Doink was 6. I'm sorry. Doink was 6.
Oh, okay.
I like Samba Simba.
Oh, that's fucking
Tony Atlas.
Tony Atlas. All right.
Santino.
Santino was good.
Yeah.
I had no problems with Santino.
See, again, I'm glad I didn't make this list. I'm glad.
But that's what I'm saying. Like some people would look at Santino.
I'm thinking of guys who can't work in the ring, but you like watching them. That was the criteria
I was
got.
going with.
I was going with like either a bad.
Okay,
a bad.
I'm glad I didn't finish
Yeah.
my list. Then go ahead, carry on.
My number 5, Tatanka.
Guy can work though.
Tatanka was close on it because
He was undefeated for 2 years.
Yeah.
Smoking Guns, the same thing.
Yeah.
A lot of guys hated them, but they worked.
Orange Cassidy, number 4 for me.
He's not a bad worker though.
It's not. It's not.
See,
but
this is what I'm
look,
saying.
look,
The
look.
criteria
We're
is all
working
fucked
against
up.
it.
What I'm saying is everyone loves him though.
I know, but there's other people that don't love him.
Really?
Yo,
I haven't
look on the internet.
I haven't heard any negative comments from Orange
Everybody-
Cassidy.
Yes, everybody does. It's taking a piss on wrestling. To me, I personally enjoy it. Like everything that he's done. Same thing with Chuck Taylor. The guy can work, but like you said, to me, people don't like him. He's a guilty pleasure of mine.
That's
I
fine.
love watching everything he does.
All right, my number 4, Glacier.
he almost.
I like the character because it reminded me of Mortal Kombat as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it just did. And then Wrath, and then fucking Mortis.
Mortis.
Come on, that was good shit. I liked it.
It was good. Yeah, they just completely shit.
You
the
know,
bed on him.
Adam Bomb was almost made this list.
Oh,
Adam Bomb almost made. Yes, he took my gimmick. I love it. But he has padding on there, so it doesn't count.
yeah.
Oh, hold on. We did a gift for this one.
Yeah.
So,
But
what's
yeah,
yours?
I like. Oh, number 3.
Number 4.
Oh, number 4. No, I'm on number 3 now.
Oh, you're number 3. Okay.
Yeah. Eric Young in TNA.
I'm never a fan of Eric Young.
See, there you
I'm
go.
not a fan of. I was
Eric
never.
Young.
Even when he did the fucking gimmick in NXT, I hated it.
No, I love Eric Young. He was. The
No.
motherfucker could work,
He was caca.
and he was super over.
And would you believe
In
that he won
TNA.
every title in
What's
TNA?
up, Dave?
Yep.
We just talked about Dave.
Megan Powers?
No, not that Dave.
Oh, I was about to say. My number 3. I think you're gonna like this one. The Shaw of ECW, Hack Myers.
Hack Myers.
He was.
Yeah.
I like the Shaw.
But
I forgot
Hack can
about
work,
him.
though.
Yeah.
I liked Hack Myers.
Again,
A lot of people didn't like him though.
But I'm glad I didn't make this list because my criteria was guys that could not work, but you liked watching on TV.
Jay,
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I was going with. It was like
You didn't go with it on that list because there are plenty of guys who could work on that list.
I know, but I'm saying the guys that it's not 100%
I'm
around.
thinking. See, my criteria was guys who didn't do well in the ring, but you liked them. Like Junkyard Dog was terrible in the ring.
I don't think
Yeah.
it was.
I'm telling you, 3 moves. He was just over in Mid-South because of politics and because of his popularity with the fan
He was,
base.
and charismatic. And
Yeah, he was.
everything.
He cut a great promo, and the fans loved it. But there were certain guys in the ring that you knew. Like, let's be honest, a lot of the preliminary guys, the scrub guys, like Dave. Was it Joe Williams and Mario Mancini? And Jose Luis Rivera.
Yeah.
Frank Williams, right? All those dudes, they can legitimately work, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But you liked them anyway because they were job guys. Oh, Dale Wolf, Dusty Wolf, Moondog Spot, fucking, all those guys. The Brooklyn Brawler.
I love the reaction getting out of Phil right now.
Yeah, I know.
But because you guys have the criteria is all fucked up.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm telling you do.
All right, number 2 for you.
Just go Inferno.
See,
Another guy who could work.
I'm not a fan of Disco Inferno.
But
that's the
thing.
point. But that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point I'm going
Okay,
with.
but my point is this: you don't have to like the guy, but he could work.
Of course he can.
Like Paul Roma could work. Nobody liked him though.
Yeah,
That's the whole point.
that's what he's saying.
But my point was reversed.
Okay.
Guys that couldn't work in the ring, but you liked them anyway.
I thought you were tapping out.
No, I'm just
But
I'm
that's
just
what
glad I
I'm
didn't write
saying.
my fucking list.
No,
up, 'cause
that's the way I took it. Was guys that you like. Not everybody is 100%. Like everybody's 99% on Tanahashi, 100% on Okada. But Disco Inferno, you got 20%.
he was over though, dude.
He was over. That's why I loved him. He was entertaining as fuck.
Right, but he can wrestle though.
But there you go. See, and then I like.
All right, finish your list.
Here's my number 2. This is Phil's favorite wrestler of all time, Kevin Nash.
Again, that's a guy who would have been on my list if I liked him. If I liked him in the ring, but he couldn't work.
I liked him. I liked his character. I liked him in the ring. He was good.
Kevin Nash got more respect after he stopped wrestling regularly because of the way he handled himself in the business.
Absolutely.
He was honest.
I feel like politics always prevented accountability with Kevin because he had some shit gimmicks. The Master Blaster. He was Oz. He played a stupid Rush on a Punisher movie.
That was a good Punisher movie.
I love the Punisher movie, but the outfit was terrible, like fucking Popeye.
Well, why do you think they cut his hair in fucking TV?
I know Yuli. You know,
Yuli.
right? So my criteria was guys who you enjoyed watching but couldn't work. Hillbilly Jim. I liked Hillbilly Jim. He couldn't wrestle he could wrestle out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah.
Okay, but I liked Hillbilly Jim. Okay. How about what's his face? The other guy, the fuck is the jobber guy from the 80s. I love SD Jones.
Yeah.
Now, SD Jones was a regional champion in Georgia for like 10 years before he became a job guy in WWF.
Mm-hmm.
They made a fucking action figure of him. Didn't like him in the ring, but you liked watching him. Oh, it's SD.
Yeah.
It's Delivery Jones. He's like, all right, yeah. He'll job to fucking. He was the curtain jerker against whoever the up and coming heel was. You know what I'm saying? That's who they threw to the heels. Bundy. I saw Bundy beat him in 17 seconds in the Garden before WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I looked at it as it was just that exact thing that me and Choppy got.
And it was the point of my list is just to piss off Phil.
You're a dick. You're a dick. Because you know what? You know my shit is right though.
No.
You're both these are fucking nuts.
Well, I would use a classic phrase that somebody came up with. Opinions are like assholes.
Yeah.
Everyone has them.
And some of them stink.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of stink.
Like I said,
a lot of stank in this room tonight.
I- like-
And it's not even your asshole.
And you want to know why it stinks? Because you open your mouth all the time.
Oh.
All right, number 1.
I'm gonna get a shit from Phil for this. Hulk Hogan, guilty pleasure.
See? Now,
Absolute guilty pleasure.
Now, that's on the fence because I hated Hogan I hated Hogan growing up.
Ugh.
Hogan didn't impress me until 1993. Okay, when he jobbed at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and then he went to Japan and got beat up by Muda.
He jobbed to who at WrestleMania?
No, I'm sorry, he won at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and then he lost.
He jobbed at. He
dropped the.
he dropped to Yoko at some. Was it King of the Ring?
King of the Ring.
Yeah, but it wasn't a clean finish
No, I know it was the fire and all that.
because it had to be some
Harvey,
fun.
Harvey Whippleman.
Harvey.
Hogan, people loved Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He was so good at what he did in terms of his character.
Yeah.
He's the reason why the whole business transcended.
Well, that's why I was saying. So once again, going with the guilty pleasure thing. As a kid, I loved them.
All right,
But-
so obviously I think I missed the criteria
But
because
but me and
Obviously,
Choppy
we don't
got-
give a shit. Okay.
apparently you don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
But inside wrestling, smart marks, whatever the fuck you want to say, like everyone's like, oh, Hogan couldn't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag. It's like, and
No, but he can. He just showed he didn't have
He
to.
didn't have to. But be that as it may,
You know what's funny about that too? Because every heel he fought coming up was believable to beat him.
of course.
Think about it: Bundy, Stud, One Man Gang, Andre,
Orndorff.
Paul Orndorff, Piper,
Yeah.
Bob Orton, Don Morocco, Ken Patera, Dr. D. David Schultz. The fucking list is long and distinguished of guys who can work.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where Hogan made his money because Hogan knew how to draw. Hogan had the charisma. He had the fucking the promos. He had the fucking the t-shirt. No, the fucking vitamin gimmicks. That's a guilty pleasure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like he's universally loved, but like people inside the business, like Hogan, right place, right time, that type of thing. Like I said, it was almost a toss up. Like I almost had John Cena on the list. I just personally
John
don't
Cena
like
can work.
I just personally don't like John Cena.
That's your criteria. My criteria is he can work.
He can work. He absolutely can work. And he's had and say what you want about him, but he's had every time he's wrestled, he had a 5-star match in WWE standards. But like I said, I put Hogan there because I'm like, you know what? When he comes out, when I still hear the music, I can only have to hear the music for 2 months. I hear the music, and it's instant, right back into where I was.
My number one is his number one, Psycho Sid.
Yeah,
Sid is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
former Horseman, former U.S. champion, former WCW champion, former WWF champion. The guy was a beast.
Yeah,
his presence commanded respect,
and he's the epitome of a wrestler. If you drew up a wrestler, professional wrestler, that's him.
I remember when he fought Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series in 1996. The New York crowd was booing the fuck out of HBK and cheering everything that Sid did.
Was over.
When he dropped Shawn with that powerbomb, they lost their shit.
I was in the Meadowlands in 1990 when Flair beat Sting. Remember I told you about that card?
Yeah.
He was on that card, and he fought it was either Luger or Brian Pillman. I forget.
I think it's Pillman.
I have to get the card up.
I think it's Pillman.
When he came out, and it was only like 2,000 people. This was a fucking blizzard, but 2,000 people in the old Meadowlands.
It sounded like 10,000 when she
Yeah.
That's how over he was.
He was over, yeah.
He was great, dude.
And that was 1990. So
anytime that guy was on TV, like when he went to ECW, bro, I thought the fans were gonna fucking kill him.
But he was over in ECW,
bro. The fans who are like diehard wrestling, like
Judge Jeff Jones would come out and they knew automatically what the fuck was somebody's getting their fucking ass kicked right now. And Sid
Sid destroyed the Dudley Boys. Oh my,
same thing. What
God.
do you have? 7-8 moves tops, you know?
But his presence, dude. Oh my God.
And that's what I said. Like that's how I took it. I guess me and Choppy took it the same way. Where it's like guilty pleasures. Like not everybody's 100% on.
You want to know why? You know. We're in the same age group where this guy.
Oh, don't play that shit.
He's almost 50. So
don't play the age card. Fuck balls. Don't play the. Listen, next time you come up with a fucking list,
we'll hash
I want
it out.
hash out the criteria because
I
could have gave you 50 fucking wrestlers like that.
I
in 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But fuck you over there, you immigrant motherfucker. Eat a bag of fried, baked, powdered sugar dicks. All right.
I love pissing off Phil. It's the best. Oh man, it's better than having sex sometimes.
I mean, come on, man. If you're gonna do it, bro, do it right.
Well,
if you're gonna do it right.
I hate to say it, but I think I did it right. I think everybody.
You put Chuck Taylor on it. Chuck Taylor's a fucking amazing worker,
dude. I'm telling you, he's not
universally loved.
He's not universally loved.
You're not universally loved.
I know him.
Obviously
not, because there's one guy who really does not like him. Over there.
One guy doesn't like him. We pissed off more people than one guy.
Yes, we did.
All right, so moving forward, the next list, can we hammer out the criteria so I can
participate a little more? So what did we just say before? We said
I think we should do that. I think we should do like
10 worst gimmicks.
Is that what it was?
That's what we said before.
10 top 10 finishing moves.
We did that already?
No, we didn't.
Oh, you want to do that?
I want.
See, mine's going to change every fucking 10 years, though.
No, stop. It's gonna be great.
No, just the finishing moves. Does it have to be? All right, so we do the top 10 finishing moves. Is it variations of it?
Variations.
I know my number one.
No.
I'm just saying, like, there's only one. I mean, you could do it various ways.
Yeah.
You can package it. You can reverse.
Well, you could say
okay, right? But like, is it variations? Or is it the straight move?
Variations work.
Like Dan Moff and Kenta Kobashi do the same move.
Oh, the burn hammer.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I think Dan Moff does it.
It does. Okay,
it's still the burning hammer, right?
Listen, variations are included.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who the wrestler does it, which wrestler does it as their finesher.
I'll disagree with that.
Actually,
I will say because Randy Orton and DDP have the same finishing move.
The diamond cutter.
Well, it's a variation. And I'll tell you why it's a variation. Because DDP did not jump; he just dropped down on the guy's neck.
Yeah.
Whereas Randy Orton, he
jumps
out
of nowhere.
He jumps and catches.
But that's why I would say DDP has.
That's why I'm saying variations count. Though.
I would have,
or like more than one person has to do it. Like no one really does diamond cutter except DDP, right?
It's DDP. Well, if you think about Johnny Ace started the Diamond Cutter, if you
The Ace Crusher.
the Ace Crusher,
Yeah.
But I would say DDP.
But I'm going to call it a diamond. I mean,
just call it the Diamond Cutter.
Smart Marks
Yeah.
call it.
Again,
Ace
we're going
Crusher.
variations, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how. As long as it's
All right.
link the wrestler to the move.
yeah. If you want to do that,
You could do it like
that I can do in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I
so
can do it
then-
right now. I mean,
I tell you right now, my favorite pile driver is going to be fucking Paul Orndorff.
That's my.
Yeah.
That's well. You just gave away my number one move.
well.
No, I'm saying though, but then again, there's a bunch of guys doing pile driver.
I thought Billy Gunn hit it. With
Billy Gunn, Tully
Yeah.
Blanchard, Brett, Mick Foley,
Triple H.
Terry Funk, Jerry Lawler.
I think CM Punk did a fantastic
CM
pile
Punk
driver.
did a good pile driver. Mike Bennett does a
Bennett.
great pile
I think-
driver.
I think
Samoa Joe,
I think Jerry Lawler does a terrible.
fucking Cesaro.
Cesaro does a great pile
You see what I'm
driver.
saying? though? Like so.
Jerry Lynn.
Oh my god.
Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
What about the Tombstone pile drivers? Also,
Yeah, of course.
another
But
variation.
that's the reverse pile driver, right?
Exactly.
All right. So top 10 finishing moves will be on next list.
Next
Yep.
week.
next week.
Next week.
Top
Yes.
10, top 10
Okay,
moves.
Next week.
All right, next
Let's
week.
do our picks
I-
for Super Showdown.
Super Shit Show?
Sloppy.
Super shit show.
Oh, Blood Money. That's what it's called. WWE Blood Money.
Blood Money.
Don't get stranded on the runway.
Ooh. And don't go into the ring like Titus O'Neil did.
I hope he does.
Oh my god.
No, I think it was it's a gimmick.
It's all gimmicks.
All right, so here are the picks for the Super Shit Show,
All right.
aka Blood Money, aka Roadblock.
Like I
Roadblock.
said, is it me or is it like do you think the wrestlers have to be? They're like not even excited to do this. Like
Does it look like I care? Because I'm not going to see this shit show. I hate these shows.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'll watch like the highlights.
Yeah.
and call it a day.
I'm interested.
I'll watch it that night. It's,
I'm gonna
it's,
try-
it's a Thursday. I'll be home from work and whatever.
You're great.
Yeah.
You're better than me.
Dude, I feel like almost that we should watch some of this shit just because of the show.
Listen, we already watched shitty pay-per-views. I want to see a shitty Blood Money show.
Anyway, Hulk Hogan's making an appearance. Do we care?
So, nobody cares. Okay,
Okay.
first match.
First match, Intercontinental Championship. Braun Strowman defends against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Braun Strowman.
I would who I want and who's gonna win are two different things.
Okay, well, it's not who you want; it's who's
Yeah.
going to win.
Braun.
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 Yeah.
Okay,
Put it
Braun
down.
Strowman.
That's a win for us right there.
The Wizards make their picks on Monday. By the way,
Okay, next.
live on the rant, 7:00. The Tawake Trophy Gauntlet match.
The Kuwait?
No, Tawake.
Why is it called Kuwait?
Because they're not in Kuwait.
I thought
think
isn't that in? Oh no, it's not.
I don't know.
No,
what the
you're
fuck.
thinking of Kuwait.
Yeah,
Choppy doesn't speak sand. The Tawake Trophy.
the week trophy.
The Week Trophy.
The
Might as well
week.
It's Rusev versus R-Truth versus AJ Styles versus Andrade versus Eric Rowan versus Sloppy Lashley.
How do you not go AJ?
How do you not go in Andrade? Who's back now?
I'm going to say AJ for this reason only. The club won the tag team,
Oh, you want to throw it like that?
and
I'm not mad at that.
Who's
Give me the participants again.
Rusev, R-Truth, AJ Styles, Andrade, Eric Rowan, Bobby Lashley. Now, Andrade's been off TV because he's a fucking jerk off.
Yeah.
Right?
So Andrade already is the U.S. champion. He's not getting it.
Okay.
Rusev, he's still in contract negotiations. So
I thought he resigned.
I don't think
No, I thought he did too, but apparently he didn't.
he's
Okay.
not winning it.
Okay. Okay.
Sloppy Lashley, nah.
He said Sloppy Lashley.
Nah. Who are the other ones? AJ Styles. Okay.
And Eric Rowan.
And Eric Rowan.
Not Eric Rowan. There's no way.
So we go AJ?
I say AJ Styles.
I'm going to say, like I said, because the club already won.
I think
the last
Andrade's going to win, but
I think it's AJ Styles.
one. All right, we'll go with AJ.
That's a tough one, dude.
That is because, like I said, because what better way to have Andrade come back than win that? But I think you're leaving too much on the table with having the club now can have all the
Because AJ
trophies.
hasn't won anything.
who's
in a while.
Bailey fighting? Did they say that? Because last year it's just
Naomi, I think. Oh no, she's fighting. She's
Lacey Evans?
no,
Oh, she's fighting Natalia? No.
she's
Do we find out tonight?
It doesn't say. It says Bailey versus to be determined.
It might be Carmella.
Oh, that's right. It is Carmella.
It might be Carmella.
It is Carmella. It is Carmella.
Carmella's awful.
Oh my god.
Although she had a good match on.
She did. I saw it. It was all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's getting better. I just don't like her.
She's not from Staten Island, so fuck her.
yeah, she's from. I think she's from Boston, isn't she?
Yeah. Piece of shit.
Whatchamacallit? So there's no way Bailey's losing the belt here.
No way.
If she loses the belt, it's going to be at Mania.
It's gonna be a Mania. No. Bailey's gonna win.
Bailey.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bailey.
Barely wins.
I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Carmella. I could be wrong about that.
Next, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It's The Miz and John Morrison versus The New Day.
You guys are gonna hate me for this.
I'm going right where you're going.
Morrison and Miz.
Yeah.
I think so too.
All right. Morrison and Miz.
Because they just got together. They got some buzz around them. I think they're gonna win the titles.
I agree.
The Raw Tag Team Championship. Murphy and the Messiah of Monday Night, Seth Rollins, against the Street Profits. Rollins and Murphy.
Yeah, Rollins and Murphy.
I was just going to say it too. By the way, I'm so tired of hearing Monday Night Messiah.
Yeah, so is my lady friend.
It's kind of like a spin-off of CM Punk Straight Edge Society, if you think about it.
It is.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It is, and it's just, but it's a bad, not that it's a bad one, but it's, I mean, it's a bad one.
By the way, I read somewhere online that apparently Paul Heyman's letting a lot of the wrestlers
I read that too.
doing their own promos, and God help them, because I tell you right now, all these promos are not noteworthy at all whatsoever if they're coming up with their own shit.
Well, maybe it's just got to take time, because, like I said, let these guys take control.
Time.
Yeah,
these guys are thoroughbreds, dude. They're on the number one company in the world, and they need to take time.
Yeah,
fuck that shit. Go back to NXT and take time.
they are writing their own. Well, they're probably writing their own promos in NXT.
Rollins.
The WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar against Ricochet.
Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for the match, to tell you the truth. I hope they do something.
Because when it comes to smaller guys, Lesnar always kills it.
Yeah.
This might be what Ricochet needs, though.
Yeah.
In terms of, right? Does that make sense?
Ricochet is going to get his ass kicked so badly in this match.
But it's definitely going to be. There's no doubt Lesnar's winning.
All right. And for the Universal Championship, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, defending against Goldberg.
You know, a lot of people are saying that Goldberg is probably going to win this match, and then it'll be Goldberg versus Roman Reigns.
If Goldberg wins this match, so help me God, I will not watch WWE. Because this, how the fuck do you do this? That the Fiend is beating everybody, and Goldberg's going to come in and win? That makes no fucking sense.
You can't tell everybody on the podcast you're going to stop watching wrestling.
Figure of speech.
I'm going with the Fiend.
I like I said, I mean, it's, but we do have to say it's not past WWE to do this.
No, but think about the next 8 weeks, Jay. Don't think about Thursday. Think about the next 8 weeks. Do we really want to see Goldberg against fucking Seth Rollins at WrestleMania?
No, it's going to be Goldberg versus Roman Reigns.
I was just going to say it's going to be Goldberg against Roman Reigns.
That's the because
we're taking Goldberg to beat Bray Wyatt for the
I'm going to say Fiend, bro. Come on, man.
title?
How you going to bury the hot young talent?
But we do have to say that it's not past WWE to do it.
Right. It's not about it. Yeah, absolutely.
I want Bray Wyatt. I want Bray Wyatt to hold the championship until least Mania.
Until SummerSlam.
Yeah, until SummerSlam. I want him to at least SummerSlam. But
yeah. So are we taking Bray Wyatt then?
I'm saying Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, dude.
All right, Shining Wizards. Give us your best fucking shot.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah, do something.
Make me famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we're ahead. It's 15. We're 15-7. They are 11-11.
We're also a month in, so let's
I know.
let's not get too caught.
Choppy likes to hear that. So.
I know he does.
You know, it tickles my funny bones when I hear shit like that.
He just wants to just.
I just want to rub my feet in Bowman's face.
You're fucking you
my gypsy feet.
Gypsy feet.
The goblin
Gypsy
feet.
I'm your fucking ghoul.
So funny.
Tell that wench to shut the fuck up. Bowman's a wench.
Oh, I love it.
All right, you want to take a quick break and do a throwback?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All
We
right.
got a short throwback.
I fixed the we got new plugs. Well, not new plugs. They're new old plugs. I fixed it.
Okay.
So thank you to everybody who was patient with me because I just didn't get around to it. So
Good night, Gracie.
We'll be right back, bitches.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Okay, let's give this a try. The Shining Wizards is a funny wrestling podcast. No. The Shining Wizards is an insightful wrestling podcast. How about this? The Shining Wizards is a great wrestling podcast that airs live Monday nights at 7 p.m. East on rantmradio.com and Rant Entertainment Media on the TuneIn app. Of course, it's available on all podcasting platforms. I think that covers it. To check us out, go over to shiningwizards.com and get ready to join us for some wrestling talk and talk about wrestling.
I don't know. All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain.
In a world where Hollywood tries to tell you how to live while doing the exact opposite, where fresh ideas are tossed away for a cash grab reboot, where the media has become nothing but propaganda and freedom is traded for what they tell you is security and safety, there is Inconclusive Breakdown, your weekly look at current events and entertainment with no political correct BS. Just news and uncensored opinions everywhere you get podcasts. A proud member of the Shining Wizards Network.
Horns up, beautiful motherfuckers. Radioactive Metal is here on the Shining Wizards Network, and we want you to listen.
Every week, we cover the world of heavy metal and speak to your favorite bands.
We discuss new releases, concerts, controversies, and everything else that's related to heavy metal.
And occasionally, we even talk about pro wrestling.
Catch us live every Thursday night on purerockradio.net.
Listen to past episodes at radioactivemetal.org or at shiningwizardsnetwork.com.
And remember, it's not metal unless it's radioactive metal.
Hey, this is Mike from the Midnight Jury. When you are done with this show, join my co-hosts Adam, Cal, Sydney, and I every Friday as we travel back to the last old school generation of the 80s and 90s to review the best and worst in pop culture, horror, and occasionally pro wrestling on WLWstudios.com or the Midnight Jury feeds on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, or Player FM. Go back in time when it was all about VHS, arcades, and hanging out at the mall. And remember that every second Saturday of the month, we go live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Rant EM Radio, which includes taking your calls. Once again, that's the Midnight Jury on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Player FM, and our home, WLWstudios.com. We'll see you there.
This is Tatanka, Tonga and Hikuleo, the Bullet Club, and you are listening to the Turnbuckle Throwbacks with Phil Raya and the Pain in the Ass Choppy on the Rant EM Radio. And that's just too sweet.
You got cheese all over.
www.universalwrestling.com.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, universalwrestling.com for that. We're back. Turnbuckle Throwbacks.
Wow, the UWF had a website already and the internet wasn't even out yet.
No, that's not it. Hey, Jimmy Ferrari from Dark Satellite. I'm over here now. Boogaloo. My soundboard's acting up. I have to fix it. But it's not broken. I think it's just the computer.
I think the owner needs
yeah, it's a user error. Fucking Ronnie's in the room from the Nerd Port. What's up, Ronnie? Every Wednesday.
That's one guy I don't want to fuck with.
Who?
Because Ronnie fucking. Could you imagine fucking up with
fucking Ronnie?
Fucking Ronnie would fuck your ass up.
I'm not fucking with Ronnie. He's just named as fucking Ronnie.
on.
Jersey guys, you don't fuck with them. Yeah, I'm not putting you on. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
I don't need to be on.
No, I'm joking.
Nobody cares.
He did it on purpose.
You don't want the resident Butch Reed expert?
Oh, I heard this in pre-production, Chop. He's like, oh yeah, this match. I'm like, yeah, it's a Mid-South match. He's like, well, I'm glad because I did my research and I'm a Butch Reed expert.
78 to 93. I know everything
This
that Butch
fucking
Reed
guy.
did.
The guy does 3 months of fucking podcast and he's a genius all of a sudden.
Butch Reed expert.
Dude, all of a sudden we get a new theme song. All of a sudden you're the fucking expert on everything.
But no. We're expert on Butch Reed.
Here you go, Jay.
Okay, smart marks.
I went down a Butch Reed rabbit hole. I'm not actually too sad that I did because pretty interesting guy. To tell you the truth, a lot of I mean,
that's one guy.
Right.
I guarantee you that Flair will not be able to kick his ass because he's a tough motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
All right, hold on 1 second. I got an idea.
Here we go.
No. I want to play the throwback of the week, but I don't. Again, my soundboard is something happened. I don't know what happened.
No, you're doing the thing, the gimmick. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's fine. It's all right, brother.
I didn't hit a button this time.
No,
so-
Part 2 of the show wouldn't be a gimmick without me eating something.
I know. What do I always say? You're slapping your lips together.
What the fuck was that? That's just funny.
Oh man.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Randy Watson. Jackson Heights' own Randy Watson. That boy good. That boy's fucking terrible.
That boy good. He a dickweed.
I love that movie.
Oh,
man.
soundboard.
No, I'm gonna bring it up now. But
We are McDonald's. They're McDonald's. We have the golden arches. They have the golden arcs.
Interesting Butch Reed fact.
yeah, go ahead, Jay. Why don't you start your fucking
Wow, you're a dick.
while I bring up this fucking thing here.
Interesting Butch Reed fact. I had no idea that he was part of the rodeo. Like he more or less left wrestling to join the rodeo.
Probably made more money doing it anyways.
No, there's no shot. He had to make more money in the 80s with UWF. Right?
No way.
I don't know about
He
that.
made more money. He made more money with the Fed than he did with the UWF.
But he also no-showed a lot too in the
That's because he was promised the IC title and they never gave it to him. Who could blame the guy? That was more money for him.
But
Could you imagine if they had inserted him instead of Honky Tonk Man as the Intercontinental Champion?
Although then again, he had a decent run then with WCW from like 89 to 93.
You mean his run with Doom?
Yeah.
I would think so. You, Mr.
Yeah.
Expert.
Yeah, well, he had a decent run. I know.
I love
I
Jay.
know all this
I
stuff.
love the new Jay.
I know.
I love the new Jay.
The new Jay. That's your gimmick, new Jay.
Yeah.
Remember when they had what's his name, the Canadian guy, Just Joe, on TV? You're Just Jay. He's like, "Are you Joe?" He's like, "Yeah, no, just Joe." Okay?
Just Joe.
Wow, it took you long enough.
Now, here is your throwback of the week, sponsored by the Shining Wizards Network and Rant EM Radio.
All right, so I didn't go to the XFL game, Ronnie, but I do want to go. There's a home game next week, but we're going to be in Long Island for AEW. So maybe the next one I'm going to do the gimmick.
I must say though, I do like the size difference on the action figures.
Yeah, my son wasn't impressed.
They're drawing the scale.
Well, my son's a fucking. We had a revelation today.
He's a connoisseur when it comes to time.
No, he's a figure snob because he's been collecting for so long now that he knows the companies that make them. And he knows he goes like the true. He was telling Fallon and I some kind of fucking thing today where he knows the certain styles they have and how they do the 3D for the face and stuff. So he's like fucking invested.
I have a question for you. I forgot to ask you. What are your thoughts on the new toy line for AEW?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
I
love it.
My two favorites are got to be Jericho and fucking Kenny Omega.
Did you see Kenny Omega's tights?
Yes.
I made a reference to that to my son today. I'm like, did you see those tights?
I didn't see the tights. No, I didn't.
He's got the purple and black tights.
Yes.
Looks like Tron looking almost.
Yeah.
I'm going to get, believe it or not, I always say I'm going to get these figures, but every end I'm going to get all 5 figures of AEW.
Ronnie, I want to do maybe the next home game after next week's. So
what are you talking about, Mets?
XFL.
Oh, XFL.
I loved it. I watched the first 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure the tickets are very cheap.
It's not even you know what it is. It's not bad football.
No, it's not.
It's not bad football.
From what I've seen the first 2 weeks,
it's not bad football. There was a sloppy game I watched the second week. It was Dallas and somebody else. There was so many fucking turnovers, but you could tell that there's it's competitive. And if you like football, this is an alternative.
Yeah,
Again,
not even alternative. Like you're not going to see the XFL complete with the NFL, but
no one's competing.
What you're going to see is whenever there's there's the off season, you'll see the XFL.
So we're kicking this throwback to November of '85.
Yeah.
This is the.
I thought it was October. So October. I think the match was October. They aired in November.
Yeah,
because it said
November
October.
8th, 1985.
Because
that's what it was.
That's what I was saying to Phil because I couldn't find anywhere I could pinpoint
where
it was.
You mean the connoisseur, the Butch Reed expert couldn't find?
Butch Reed expert. Thank you. I couldn't find it. I was able to find where it was from. It was from the Mid-South.
No
arena.
shit, Sherlock. I know that too.
And we played the clip this morning. So the build up to this, which takes a couple of weeks actually. Butch Reed went face and teamed up with the Junkyard Dog,
which was pretty much the first time he ever turned.
And this was after JYD had left. This is 85 now. So
yeah, so because you got to keep in mind, him and Dugan were a team at one point, and then Dugan turned babyface. He's
joined the Rat Pack, the gorilla suit, and the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's talk about Warrenburg, Missouri's own. Butch
Butch
Reed.
Reed.
Come on.
Started in 78.
Come on, smart Mark, do it.
Which is, it's funny because I didn't know much about Butch Reed before this, so that was actually kind of good about it too, because the match was excellent. So then I had to watch a few other matches as well. Like he was a much better heel than he was babyface.
No shit.
Much better heel.
I agree
Do you
with that.
think?
Yeah, well, I know now. I didn't know at first.
I thought you were an expert.
I am now.
You know what though? I like the new Jay, but you gotta also love his enthusiasm.
He's a go getter, isn't he?
I'm a go-getter. Hey, listen.
Because you're a go-getter, son.
I'm stuck at home. When
Jay, you amaze me, son. Because you're a go-getter. Remember
I was
Austin?
doing that to fucking
Mikey Whipwreck?
Yeah.
Whipwreck, you amaze me, son. But you're a go-getter.
You're not better than Austin, but you're a go getter.
Standing on the ladder.
I can see him climbing the ladder. You never see me climbing up the ladder over there.
I climbed that chair, put the freaking the blankets up there, son. Because you amaze me, son.
But
carry on.
Oh yeah, but so this actually wasn't their. They had a feud going into this.
Yes,
they had. I think it was 83 was their first match, and they wrestled for money. Flair wasn't. 82 I think it was.
The bounty.
82.
Yeah, because at one point in '82, if I'm not mistaken, Flair was still a heel.
Yeah.
And then he had to turn babyface. Yeah, because he wasn't doing his Flair for the gold yet.
Trying to be Harley Race.
Correct.
Yeah. Stark 83.
Which is not my favorite match. It's okay.
It's not the televised match wasn't good. They had a couple of good matches prior to that, though. If you read Flair's book,
I'm pretty sure their house show matches were much better.
Oh my god, yeah,
hands down.
I mean, him and Harley had good matches though.
They did, but I like they put that match in such a pedestal, that cage match, that it was.
They put it on a pedestal because it was the first Starcade.
Yeah,
let's not get it twisted. So,
but
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, but yeah, so then even reading about that, like about the bounty and stuff, and like the stuff with and then later on, I think it was around this time with Dick Slater and Dick Murdoch. Like,
yep,
they put the bounty on Butch Reed. Yeah,
wow, like this is something like. So I haven't watched a lot of it now, but I can't wait. I'm probably gonna do it this week. But like reading about it, it's just like wow. Like, and then even because like you said, now 85 JYD loses, so now Watts
JYD loses now, and then Bosch sells the company to, like Choppy said, to Bill Watts.
Yeah. And what I loved about Flair in that 82 era is that could you imagine trying to be the traveling NWA champion and trying to remember every storyline from that regional area just to figure out like, okay, what did I do last week that I have to do this week? You know,
I think up until him, the guys that held the belt, and not taking anything away from Harley or
Briscoe
or Funk or any of those other guys or Thez. I think Flair was the first one to make it look better,
make
character wise.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of guys back then who talked a lot of shit and did shit in the ring. Flair did both.
He talked shit and he did great.
That's why him and Race did good. That's why him and Dusty did good. That's why all the guys he worked with who can talk and work worked with him. But then he goes to territories like this and he has to fight the Junkyard Dog who can't wrestle for dick, but he's mad over.
Yeah.
Right? So now he's got to fight guys like him. But then here comes Butch Reed, where Butch Reed is a legit athlete, former Pro Bowl player.
Yeah, played for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Correct.
There you go.
Correct. And, you know, I've said this now. Normally, this is the first year Turnbuckle Throwbacks didn't go heavy on Black History Month because we're making a transition here and there's a bunch of shit going on behind the scenes. But we always pay tribute to Black History Month by showcasing certain African American wrestlers. And we've talked about Butch Reed multiple times.
Yeah.
And I've said this about Butch Reed. I feel like Butch Reed was one of those guys that can talk and work, but for some reason, something held him back everywhere he went.
I was just going to say, do you think it's personal attitude?
I think it's a Lex Lugeritis. That's what I think it is. Because let's be honest here. He should have been champion in Mid-South. Okay? When Doom split up, you didn't even see him anymore.
It's his attitude, man. It was,
you know, they could have put they put the rocket ship on Ron Simmons by all means.
Because he was so over it.
But see, Butch Reed could have been a heel. Butch Reed could have been
He could have been the
a mid-card guy, a U.S. champion, a television champion.
He could have done a lot. Really.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, and then he comes to WWF. Now, by the time he got to WWF, I already knew of him.
You already knew what kind of man.
And I was excited because I was like, yo, this is the guy. If Slick is gonna have a world champion, this is your dude. He's got the look. He dyed the hair blonde. Now he doesn't even have to talk. He's got Slick. That is just ridiculous.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But nothing came of it.
Well, he was there. He was in WWF, I think, for 2 years, 87 to 89.
Which to me is
you think or smart guy?
Yeah, I think. 87 to 86 to 88.
Which to me
he was there for 2 WrestleManias.
Which to me I think is a crying shame, because if he had just swallowed his pride a little bit,
Jay's right.
Yeah,
87, 88.
If he had just swallowed his pride a little bit, he could have gone a little bit farther.
He was even in New Japan in 91.
Was he really?
Yeah.
So that might explain a little bit of.
He had one match in New Japan.
Oh wow! I didn't even know he even had anything in New Japan.
He Doom for Van Vader and Bam Bam.
Whoa!
It was a Tokyo Dome show.
Cool.
That must have been a great match.
It's in this book, actually.
Hey, can you promote this book? I was going to ask you about this thing.
Well, that's why I did it. Pro Wrestling in the Tokyo Dome. Thank you, Fallon. I got this for Valentine's Day. This has every big match in the Tokyo Dome up until 2018, I believe.
Sweet.
Speaking of Japan, can you give me the sign-in stuff again? Because
Yes.
I forgot about it, dude.
Yeah, you need to watch that. But I'm sorry, Jay.
Watch the Ace win the tag team titles?
You need to watch the whole week. The whole week. It's 3 days.
I know. I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it on my phone.
Okay,
I'll text you guys. Yeah, I'll text you guys.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Not that we condone piracy on this.
No, the person.
It's not piracy.
No, the person who gave me the log, you wouldn't have a problem with you guys having it. So,
but yeah. So like, you know, I at that point, because I know I forgot where I heard it. I don't know. It might have been I don't know if it was Honky Tonk or somebody was talking about it, that he always had I don't know if it was an air, but like you was saying, like a Lex Luger, like he was naturally,
no pun intended.
Yeah, he was way better than Luger was in the ring.
Obviously.
Tenfold.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
You don't think he was better than
No.
Luger?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And but he had that, I guess, backstage, because you could see it. He bounced, like reading up on him, like he bounced around he even went to AWA.
Of course.
He was in AWA for a little bit. He teamed with Jimmy Garvin.
But here's my thing. A lot of people would perceive him having a bad attitude. Maybe it wasn't the fact that he had a bad attitude. Maybe it's the fact that he's just a quiet guy. Sometimes a lot of these quiet guys in the locker room get a lot of heat for not talking.
He had 3 matches in the AWA.
Yeah.
Am I right? Am I wrong? When somebody doesn't talk, they have heat for some reason.
it could have been anything. It could have been politics, and again, and you want to play the race card. I can do that too, because a lot of times back in the day, African American wrestlers did not get any kind of love. I'm not saying it happened with him, but there could have been some shady. There could have been some shady fucking promoters.
I'm pretty sure when he went to WCW and became part of Doom, Bill Watts had a lot of.
No, Ole Anderson was the booker too, though.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Ole didn't like.
Ole was a fucking racist.
He was racist, big time.
But the thing is, though, Bill Watts was the opposite. Bill Watts put the fucking rocket ship on.
It didn't matter if you were black, white, or whatever.
No, because Bill Watts wanted to make money.
Yeah, and
that's why Junkyard Dog and Greg Klein. I hope you're listening, because Greg Klein wrote that when he wrote Junkyard Dog. We had him on the show.
Yeah.
Greg Klein wrote why the Junkyard Dog was the biggest draw, more than Hulk Hogan in Mid-South.
Yeah,
because the fans loved him. He was a fucking.
He's identifiable,
right? With the fan base.
The African American community loved JYD.
In the Mid-South, he was a god.
He was a god.
Yeah.
You could have did the same thing with Butch. This is what bothers me, though. Here you have Vince taking the overweight fucking has-been Junkyard Dog, takes him up north. I love Junkyard Dog, by the way. Don't get. I'm only making that comparison because now you have the Butch Reed now, who's not only African American also, but he's jacked. He can talk, and more importantly, he can fucking work. So why not give him the world title? You had DiBiase, you had Matt Bourne, you had Duggan, you had all these guys that can fucking work. There were so many guys that Vince picked out of Mid-South that could have been like the guy, and of course, due to politics, Hogan politics. But all right. So now, but this is not North. This is not Northern politics, though, boys. This is Mid-South. And this is still territories.
So you're talking about he could have been the world champion.
He could have been world champion.
The NWA world champion.
Yeah, or Mid-South champion.
No,
he could. Well, that was going to be my question at the end of it. Is in a different world or whatever, is Butch Reed, is he an NWA champion? He's a territory guy.
In that era or further down the line?
In this era.
In 85? 100%. There were no black champions then.
NWA champion, you think?
Yeah, there were no black champions. First of all,
I could have seen JYD as NWA champion. I'm sorry.
Again, because of him being over. And
he drew.
But Choppy, he comes to Georgia. He's not over. He goes to fucking. He may be over like in regions, but he wasn't. This is Mid-South, dude.
Butch Reed was over more.
Freebird. Listen, the Freebirds have the heat, right? The Freebirds took that heat from Texas to Mid-South to the NWA. A lot of guys can't do that. JYD couldn't do that.
You want to talk about over? Okay, you want to talk about certain wrestlers were not over in certain regions. Flair was not over in fucking St. Louis.
Who cares though?
Then the same respect you go to JYD.
But Flair can work.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter, dude, because you got a match out of it. So if you walk in there, you're a hated guy, and you work against me, who's the face in my hometown, and you're giving me a match. That's a no-brainer. Thez did it with everybody.
That's because Thez was a phenomenal.
But then Harley did it, dude.
Yeah.
But Harley did it with but again,
Harley was known in every region.
But Harley did it with everybody, even in his hometown. Junkyard Dog didn't lose in Mid-South, not because Junkyard Dog can work, only because he was over. At least when in places that Flair didn't work. I mean, when Flair wasn't over, he worked.
Yeah,
he worked. He went to Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans hated Ric Flair.
You want to know that he had to drop the belt to Cologne in Puerto Rico.
Okay,
did you know that?
He dropped the belt to Inoki.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
He dropped the belt to Inoki, but they didn't count it. Okay, he dropped the belt a few times and it didn't count. He fought. Listen, Flair goes to Puerto Rico. He fights Carlos Colon. He fights Hercules Ayala. He fights all the top baby faces, and he can't get a fucking cheer. You got 50,000 Puerto Ricans in Ponce or San Juan
let's be
in
real.
a fucking soccer stadium.
It's 50,000 Americans. Okay.
Either way, he can work, and that's going to sell the crowd in bigger places. Mid-South was a small, tiny region.
But you don't think Butch Reed could have pulled that off?
No.
Really?
I want to say yes because I love him.
I think he would have pulled it off after his WWF run.
No,
you don't think so? Because
before.
he was because you got to keep in mind the television.
I think he was too sour.
The power of cable at that time, and if you were on WWF TV and you went to somewhere else, that could have brought
from what I understand, at least once again, as the resident Butch Reed expert on this.
Listen, get expert. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It seems like he was too sour after the WWF run.
Butch Reed went from 89 to 92.
Yeah.
And that's when Turner bought out the Crockett's, right? You mean to tell me in 4 fucking years, and again, Ron Simmons didn't become champ until 93. Let's not get, because I don't want to say, well, Ron Simmons was there too. Negative. You mean to tell me with the right promotion, you can't put him up?
Of course you can.
Flair wasn't there for
a year and a half.
For a year and a half, 2 years, right? Excuse me. That's my point. My point is that it depends. You can be over, but if you can't work, then you're not as valuable as you are in certain territories.
I think the issue is where JT is right. He wasn't. Another thing is he wasn't reliable.
Yeah.
Kind of like what happened with Kerry Von Erich when Kerry Von Erich was given the NWA title for like a week and a half.
That was a favor to Fritz because Kerry sucked and his brother and the best Von Erich was dead.
Yeah. Honestly, I was never a fan of Von Erichs. I didn't think Von Erichs.
You're not the only one.
Von Erichs were overrated.
You know what I found out today too? I never knew about.
Well, no, go ahead. Expert, tell us.
Resident Butch Reed expert. David Von Erich was a heel in Florida.
Ooh, I would have loved to have seen that.
And they say it's his, and they say that's why he's the best. He was the best Von Erich.
He was the best because he worked the best.
But
Kevin, I'm sorry, I'm gonna even cut you off. Kevin was a close second, but Kevin didn't have the charisma that David had.
Yeah,
and Mike.
A lot of people said that David didn't have the charisma.
Oh,
like for example,
David can work though.
But David could work. But here's my thing.
There's another guy though that probably couldn't work in like if David was a god in Texas, and even in Mid-South, he goes to Georgia. Is that happening?
No.
When the Crockett?
Of course not.
When you're rotating dudes like fucking Manny Fernandez and Barry Windham and Terry Taylor and Eddie Gilbert and Sting and
can I present a scenario? Could you imagine if David Von Erich had not died in Japan and he had left?
That's a fucking fantasy warfare.
He had left.
Yeah.
World class and went to Mid Atlantic.
I got one better for you. How about he doesn't die? He finishes his Japan dates. Brody brings him back as a fucking heel, and he turn on the Von Erichs.
The brothers.
How about an 8-man tag with Brody and the Von Erichs, and they fight fucking Skandar Akbar's people? Let's say the Devastation Incorporated, whoever his team was at the time. Brody does the deed, and him and fucking David turn the Von Erichs. And David goes for the fucking strap against Flair.
How about this one? I got one even better for you.
And the Cotton Bowl.
David is the one that slams the cage on fucking Kerry.
Oh,
and then he joins the
Freebirds. Back that you go, maybe not join the Freebirds, but fight his family.
But I would like to see him and the Freebirds.
Nah, he ain't a Freebird.
You're bugging.
No, he's not.
Could you imagine?
David Von Erich is not a Freebird. I'm sorry.
Well, clearly he was a partier, so.
Not really though. He was taking pills to fucking for pain.
Stop. He's a resident.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so
I
sorry.
am the Butch Reed.
Oh, the Butch Reed expert.
That's all I'm an expert on.
There's so many possibilities with this fantasy warfare shit. Oh my God. We gotta do one again.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
So I'm a fan of Butch Reed. This match was so good for me.
This made me a fan.
Yeah,
100%.
When Choppy picked, and I told Choppy to do his homework, and didn't hear from him 4 days later. I said, let me do it myself. And I did, and it was.
I'm so glad you did, because dude, this was
because now it's in transition now. Because now again, like I said, JYD's not there. Flair's like, listen, I'm the man everywhere. And Butcher's like, you're not the man here. Yeah. I'm the man now, and you're trying to be the man. Everybody's trying to get help, and everybody's breaking up and splitting. You got to understand. First, it was Jake Roberts and JYD. Then DiBiase leaves.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Then Duggan leaves. Dugan, I'm sorry.
Dugan.
I'm sorry. He's right.
I love that.
He's right.
I can't understand how that happened, but still.
I just don't understand. I mean, I understand why Mid-South didn't do well after that. Because they lost.
Yeah, they just
Matt Bourne split too. It was like a thing. Terry Taylor, then the UWF thing. The UWF thing was successful, but they had to leech onto the Crockett's.
Yeah,
with Dr. Death and all, which is fine. Terry Taylor, the Terry Taylor Nikita thing worked. That was pretty cool,
and it was very smart.
And UWF brought up Bam Bam for them, which is good, and that kind of shit. Now, the match itself though was very good.
It was. And it's like it's not the cookie cutter Ric Flair match to an extent. It was a little bit. It wasn't like Flair's taking a beating for 45 minutes.
Hey, not to cut you off, but they just announced that Bell Twins are going to the Hall of Fame.
Of course they are.
Anyways, continue.
Of course they are.
Fucking hate them.
Wow, hate is a strong word.
I'm sorry. You're right. I dislike them.
They're both pregnant. They would. It was only a matter of time.
So they're gonna bump bellies.
Yeah, they're gonna bump bellies
at the
there.
podium.
Salud.
But yeah,
Thank you.
like I said, it wasn't like so much a cookie cutter match. I mean, obviously, it was like a 25 minutes.
It was a Flair match.
It was a Flair match, but there's one thing that's completely different. That is not in today's wrestling, where it was a supercharged babyface. Where I've never seen anybody sell chops from Flair like he did.
But you know what made this match special is just the fact that you said it. Like it was a super babyface Butch Reed.
Super babyface.
Like I had never seen babyface Butch Reed. I've always seen him as a heel.
And it's funny because, like I said, I only knew him from his WWF run and Doom as well. Like, so like I only knew that, like, where he didn't really talk that much, and he was just an imposing figure. Like, this was every time Flair would chop him, it was almost like he was willing himself. Like, it was really very, very easy to lose yourself in this match.
I mean, again, I was more of a fan of him as a heel, but in this match, you're like rallying behind him. You're like, come on, dude. It looked like Flair made you believe that he was going to win the world title that night.
Yeah.
That's what
and that's what the beauty of Ric Flair was.
Yeah.
Because he made guys believe. And this is my point. Like, you look at a guy like Butch Reed and you say he's got the tools. He's not particularly a 5-star tool guy, but he's got a look, he can talk, and he's actually pretty good in the ring.
Yeah, he's not bad.
So why wouldn't he work somewhere else? And he got work everywhere.
He went everywhere.
If you look at his timeline, he was everywhere.
He was everywhere.
He was like a journeyman, as we like to say.
Yeah.
Kind of like Brody almost.
Yeah, but it's I don't know, man. I just this it had to be something personal with him because
you're just a fan of him so much.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I love him to death, but you always wonder why he's not bigger than he is.
I mean, the same could be said about Al Perez because he had the same shitty attitude as well.
Right. So now, when Doom was a thing, I marked hard for Doom because I knew them already. I was a teenager. I read the books. I was hip to it. I was smart, and I was like, man. And when Teddy Long and him turned, I thought that was the greatest thing since sliced bread because I thought that was going to be the jumping point to his career, and it never came out like that.
Well, they did an interesting thing too with that. With when they turned or whatever, like they did a match. I think it was a few weeks later. They signed on, like they made an announcement on TV that Ron Simmons like, I know we we're not a team anymore, but we signed on to do this match. They did the match anyway. Like they made it a big.
They
thing.
broke up and fought in Japan together.
Yeah, and like you said, and that's what they were talking about. Like Ron Simmons is going babyface, like, yo, I'm coming to fight. I hope Butch Reed's coming to fight.
Could you imagine if there was no bad blood between him and Vince, and he had joined the Nation of Domination in like the late 90s?
Ooh,
Butch Reed.
Can you imagine?
That would have been a fantasy warfare.
And you already had guys that were good. D-Lo, you had a young Mark Henry, you had a young Rock.
Could you imagine him passing all that knowledge over to the Rock too?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Like I said,
it's just sad, man. He could have fit in the Attitude Era too.
He could have.
He could have.
Could you imagine? Just picture it for a sec. You had your workers. You had your Farouks, Ron Simmons. You had your Butch Reed. You had Rocky. You had Mark Henry. You had D-Lo, and then you would have Bad News Brown as your manager.
Yeah, Black Panther Party.
Oh,
yeah, Black Panther. What if you guys remember? I don't know if you remember this, but right before ECW went more of the Northeast with TV, right before winter of '94, I want to say this is late '93. Ron Simmons had a run in ECW.
Yeah.
And he fought like Tully Blanchard and Shane Douglas, and
that must have been a good shit, right?
It was.
Oh
It was really good. But can you imagine if one night he's in the ring with Joey Styles talking shit, and like the lights go out or something happens and he's in a match, he gets fucking jumped by Butch Reed.
Yeah.
Again, another guy who could have worked. Can you imagine Butch Reed with Public Enemy beating up on the fucking gangsters?
Yeah, like
or Doom as a team in ECW, fighting
like I said,
the gangsters or the Eliminators or the Dudleys.
But like
it can work.
I think at that point, I think he was. I mean, it's funny to say that he was beat up because he went into rodeo or whatever, whatever he was doing.
He didn't even wrestle in '93, '94.
Yeah, he didn't. He wrestled a little bit in '96.
He retired, I think, in his prime, and then came back in '96, like you had said.
Came back in '96, did some indie shots, retired again.
That's a shame.
He retired. He left in '93, '94, and then he took off '97, '98, '99. Came back in the World League from 2000 to 2002. Took off again another 4 years.
Yeah.
Show up in Mid-South again.
Yeah.
And when they redid, and then the Impact Zone Wrestling, and then his last match was in
2011, I think.
Was like Oklahoma Sooner World Class. But he technically retired in 11 because he made all these indie one-shots. But think about it, though. He could have. I'm not saying he couldn't have beat Ric Flair. But if
he beat him, though.
No, I'm talking about like on TV where it meant something, right? You could see him doing something significant just by he has a look to him too. Even if he was that bad in the ring, he had a look to him.
He should have been, at the very least, he should have been in Mid-South, the champion there. What now? Why not? Whoever knows.
You mean the North American champion?
Chop.
Yes, he was a North American.
You know
champion.
what, Jay?
Yeah.
Chop. He's a fucking poor man's Tony Atlas. Where Tony Atlas had everything,
but he didn't have the workability.
He didn't have the workability. He can work, but not that good.
Yeah.
And a rocket shipped him to the moon with him and Rocky Johnson.
But here's my thing, though. If you're comparing physiques,
I'm comparing the.
You think Tony Atlas had better charisma than Butch Reed?
No. Well, yes and no. No. But I'm talking about the African American aspect of it, about pushing certain guys at certain times. That's what I'm.
Do you think that maybe he was just maybe just wrong era? You think maybe he was just
because he was in it. He was in it from the jump, bro.
I understand that, but do you think like he should have been more successful if he was in the right?
If
era?
he was in the right territories, you mean, not the era. Imagine if he was in the WWF in '84.
Who are we talking about? Butch Reed.
Butch Reed. You had Rocky Johnson. You had Tony Atlas.
He would have been pushed down.
You think?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They weren't though.
Hulk Hogan was coming in.
I'm talking like 83.
Oh, 80, okay.
I'm talking like when it's 70, like between 78 and 83, 82.
But 83, then he's got to come in as a babyface. You already
Why not though?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because you had heels. You had Fuji. You had Saito. You had fucking Adrian Adonis. You had Morocco. You had
Jesse Ventura.
You had Dick Murdoch.
Could you imagine him and Morocco going at it?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that feud?
Oh my god. Can you imagine him as a heel in Santana for the title?
Oh.
How about him now my favorite WrestleMania 4 match was him and Macho Man.
Yeah.
In that tournament, that's my favorite match.
That's like the least. That's like the worst like WrestleMania of all time.
And I love that match. I love that tournament.
Yeah.
Because all my favorite guys were. Yeah.
It was different.
But I mean, that's the thing though, and I rooted for him. Even though I loved Randy Savage, I rooted for Butch. Always rooted for Butch Reed. Always. I'm like, wow, Butch Reed's in the tournament. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And even like the commentators, Butch Reed has a shot. Everybody has a shot when you're a fucking commentator. But like when you're a fan and you know your shit, you're like, oh man, can you imagine a Butch Reed? I mean, in the Garden at the house shows, and I know Butch Reed can beat fucking Sal Balomo, right? But he fights the one-man gang as a face, and you're like, ooh,
yeah,
it's believable. He makes it believable. When him and Doom were a team, the only team that had any kind of fucking play with them is either the Steiner brothers or the Road Warriors.
Them and the Steiners used to kill each other.
Oh my god! And then you had the skyscrapers. It was like a who's who.
Could you imagine if those two heel teams were actually feuding with each other, the Doom and the Skyscrapers? Oh my god!
Well, like I said, WCW dropped the ball there because you could have kept that. You could have kept that rivalry going. You know, as soon as they break up in 91, 92, you could have kept them going, and maybe not all the way, but then as soon as Ron Simmons gets the belt, who should come in?
Hey, I have an idea. This is just fantasy warfare. Could you imagine? You keep them together. I think, and we had done this, I think, at one point, but I had a different scenario now. It just popped in my head. You have Ron Simmons win the world title, and then you had Butch Reed winning the United States title. And what made you the number one contender for the world title? The United States title.
Book it,
yeah.
And then
there's just arcade match.
There's like a little bit of like not friction, but like one-upsmanship in their feud.
Yeah, I carried the team. Yeah, well, I'm the All-American. Yeah, well, I play pro football.
Well, well, I'm the world champion. And be like, yeah, but I'm the number one contender.
And I carried this team.
And I carried this team.
And I played the NFL.
Could you imagine that shit?
Well, I played college ball. I was a runner-up for the Heisman. I passed the Heisman, dog. I played for the Chiefs. I played for my hometown. What the fuck did you do?
Yeah.
Could you imagine the War of the Words?
Can you imagine an all African American headline main event in 1993?
Oh, Bill Watts.
I'm talking about WCW.
Yeah.
Let's say Vader's out of the picture. Vader goes back to Japan. He gets hurt. Whatever. Right? Flair's bouncing back and forth. Ron Simmons wins the title. all of a sudden, Butch Reed out of nowhere comes at like a Clash of the Champions
Well,
with an open challenge to the U.S. champion. He beats the U.S. champion, and you know what? Fuck you, buddy.
Well, we're doing fantasy warfare because he did come in '93 and got fired like 2-3 weeks later.
He did.
Because he no-showed a few events.
He no-showed a few events. Correct.
So, but like I said, fantasy-wise,
so
that's the way to
he
do it.
no-shows. He shows up to those events, right? He shows up.
He does his job.
He wins the U.S. title.
Yeah.
And like Choppy said, back then you were automatically number one contender. Now, technically, that happened in the WWF too when you were IC champ. They never really acknowledge it once in a while, unless you're the Ultimate Warrior. But who knows? I'm only a fan. What do I know, right? But can you imagine an all African American fucking main event in 1993 at a Starcade?
It would be awesome.
Stop.
If it
stop the presses. Just here. Take my money, dog.
But
take my fucking money.
Well, too bad 93 was wasn't that the
Flair for the gold?
Yeah.
Take my money.
And that was when Bill Watts got fired. Eric Bischoff just got the vice president spot.
Naomi beat Carmella, so Naomi's fighting him.
Okay, so
thank you. I have to follow like 4 chat rooms over here.
It's still gonna be fucking Bailey winning.
Still gonna be Bailey.
But
yeah,
it's
still gonna be Bailey.
But this is the genius and the fucking and the what's the word I want to use? Not the downfall of Butch Reed, but the
rise and fall of Butch Reed.
No, the travesty,
the aura around him.
Yeah, the travesty of it all. Like, I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda. You always have this comment. How many wrestlers have we done as a collective that had like this? Oh, he could have did this. He should have did this. He would have did that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Tons. I mean, we had, for example, here's another example. Al Perez. Al Perez could have been a superstar. Who's another guy? Another guy who could have been it. You know what? I know he was it in the NWA, but could you imagine if Ricky Steamboat had stayed with the E and then won the Intercontinental and then went for the world title?
That was his fault, though.
That was his fault.
They were going to stick with him.
They were going to give him the world title.
They put the fucking belt on the honky tonk, man, for 450 something fucking days.
He's your favorite wrestler.
He is the shit. I'm not talking to him at the convention. You guys are. I want
to
nothing to do with him. I know you will.
Yeah, I'll talk.
You're the new expert.
Yeah.
Jay's our new correspondent.
Reed expert.
Is Butch Reed going to be at the
No, he's not. Unfortunately, he's going to be there.
Tommy Fierro, what are you doing, bro?
But I'll tell you right now, Lex Luger's going to be there, wheelchair and all.
Yeah.
That's all you, buddy.
Yeah, I'll go up to him.
Jay's going to ride that Lex Express.
Have you seen Lex Luger's hands recently?
Oh, Christ. No, I haven't.
They look like orangutan hands.
I want to know how have you seen. I want to know how have you seen Lex Luger's hands?
You ever seen him clap his hands?
Yeah. When he used to do the promo.
Joking.
I had to shut the mic off.
Orangutan hands.
You're a dick, man. You're a dick.
He can't even close his hands because of carpal
Fucking
tunnel.
JoJo, the idiot circus monk over here.
It's a paralysis.
You're a dick.
Oh my God! You gotta forgive me. Shit.
God, you're not going.
Oh
you're
my
going
God.
straight to hell.
almost
HE
made-
double hockey stick.
Oh,
He almost made my guilty pleasure list too, Lex Luger.
yo,
Almost.
remember when we went to that Remember when we went to ECW Arena to that it's signing over there?
Yeah.
Yo, fucking Mongo looked like Lex Luger.
Choppy turns around and goes, "Hey, is that Lex Luger?" I'm like, "No, dick, it's Mongo McMichael." Choppy did a Parker Lewis. Whoosh. You're right. Holy shit! I thought it was Lex Luger.
Why did Mongo always look like a Native American?
Because he probably is part.
I think he is part
American.
Native.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, chief sucking wrestler.
Yeah. They say he was a horseman outside of the ring.
Oh,
though.
don't get me. Yeah, well, that's why they kept him around.
Yeah.
Well,
Because he's a pro.
why? Because he was the Tonto of the Four Horsemen?
No, because he was a fucking horseman outside the ring, and he had connections.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him and Tatanka teaming up?
Oh,
Here we go.
Chief sit and suck.
The worker was Tatanka, and he was like the
Like the crying Indian with the garbage on the shore at the commercial.
You're terrible.
Yeah.
I'm terrible. You with the orangutan hands.
But what'd you think of the match though?
The match is really good.
Yeah, I tell you, it was.
I have to lend you. You have a Blu-ray player at home? I asked you this because you're very bad with technology.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You have a PlayStation 3, Mook. Of course, you have a Blu-ray player.
I have a Bluray player. at
Yes.
home.
You're a dick.
Okay.
Correction. I
All right, there, Mr. Expert at Butch Reed.
All right. So then you need to come over and pick up that Mid-South disc.
Oh, I want.
Oh, the one that I had for 2 years.
The one that Choppy had to get back. But I finally got it back. you'll get a little bit of an insight of how the territory worked.
Is that the documentary as
that
well?
that DVD is fucking.
Jay, it's so good, dude.
Watch that.
It's not really a documentary. It has more matches than anything else. But
they got a lot of play.
But prior to the matches, they give you a history lesson on those matches. It was really good.
Well, and that's what I like really enjoyed. I mean, making fun of
Dude.
it, but like I really enjoy. Like I don't know much about UWF.
Bro, the Rat Pack was the bee's knees, bro.
Matt Bourne, fucking.
Oh,
yeah, you can see Duggan without the makeup.
Rat Pack was dope, dude. I love the
Duggan
Rat Pack.
was just on Jericho's podcast.
Yeah,
you get a chance. A couple weeks ago he's on, but it was like the first. It's like the last 4 episodes. Please download it.
Did the show with him and EC3 show up yet? Because he is apparently EC3 did a show with him.
I don't know.
I haven't heard it
because he took a picture with EC3 recently on Instagram.
Oh, I heard about that.
And now I'm hearing rumors that EC3 might be going to AEW now.
Oh,
that'd be a good sign.
I'm not mad at that,
dude. EC3 hasn't been done. He hasn't been used, man. He's unfortunately he's a talent.
That's something going on with that.
He's a talent.
Yeah,
dude.
that bothers me because he is a talent. That's
super talent.
Something's not kosher in the deli. You know what I'm? Does that make sense? Like,
why
is he not being used? The guy's got $1 million body. He can actually work.
He's a guy that Vince would look at and be like, "Oh, he's a superstar," just because
that's my guy. He's big.
That's my guy. He has a big dick and big body. I like him.
He has big pectorals.
Yeah, but I just
his veins are bigger than my dick.
It could be the same thing where maybe something happened backstage, but there's nothing.
Yeah, but you never hear of him having heat with anybody.
I know that's what I'm saying, but like,
Riddle who has heat with everybody, he's getting pushed.
I just think about it maybe, or it's like a Cole Cabana syndrome. Like
creative, I got nothing for you.
Creative has nothing for
you. But he's EC fucking 3
again, dude. This.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
No, fans aren't writing this shit no more, Chop. And the inmates aren't running Asylum no more.
Yeah.
If Kevin Sullivan was booking, he'd be a fucking name. Or if Bill Watts or Ole Anderson or Dusty Rhodes.
Could you imagine if Kevin Sullivan was in the E in the 80s?
Nah.
You don't think it would work?
He was way beyond his. He was way.
You think he was too adult oriented that it wouldn't work?
Because when he was in Florida, and he could hit it in the shoot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like the stuff that he was doing was way ahead of its time. And they were like so enamored by it that they just let him run with it. Him and fucking Purple Haze and the fucking Mark Lewin and all that nonsense. That stuff was so over that the Grahams had no fucking at one point it was like, okay, him and Dusty, those guys did no wrong in Florida.
Yeah.
None. And they didn't have to leave. Those guys had cushy fucking gimmicks. And they would bounce back and forth. And then finally, when Eddie Graham died and Dusty got more money from the Crockett's, everybody starts moving north. More north. Mm-hmm. Jay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the referee from that match was one of the Graham brothers as well.
Yeah.
I think it was Eddie. I think I want to say, oh, no, not Graham. I'm sorry, Gilbert. Never mind. It was Eddie Gilbert's father that was the referee.
Oh, yeah. That was a fucking travesty too. When his brother Doug, remember Doug, the Dog Patriot?
Yeah, when you said Graham, I was like, oh, he was
Doug Gilbert was awful, dude. I'm sorry.
You know what though? Doug Gilbert wasn't awful. He just didn't look good.
Yeah,
he was a slop. He looked sloppy. He looked sloppy, but he can work.
He was over in Memphis.
Eddie was fucking dope.
Eddie, if he didn't have his demons,
Eddie was smart too. Yeah, if
he didn't have his demons, he could have been a major player, bro.
100%.
But yeah, like I said,
again, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
I could. I said I loved watching this match, and then I went down that rabbit hole and fucking. I am now the Turnbuckle Throwbacks.
Another guy that popped into my head. Could you imagine if Brian Pillman hadn't died?
Oh yeah,
he was supposed to win the Intercontinental title that year.
Yeah,
97. He was. Remember that tournament after Austin dropped the title because he couldn't defend it.
I respect you, Booker, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he was supposed to get the IC title that year.
Really, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to close out. Well, so we have another week of February, but it's you think about these guys, especially the African American wrestlers, from like anywhere from the late 70s to the 90s, where it's depending on who's running the promotion and who's booking, guys didn't get love, man. Like I'll go back as far as the fucking 50s. Bobo Brazil was U.S. champ, right? And then Bobo was in the Michigan big time wrestling fed where the Sheik was and all that, and he was like Junkyard Dog in that region, Midwest. However, he technically won the belt one night. You'll never see it.
Yeah,
they'll talk about it.
They say he won. Yeah.
They'll talk about it, but like, and this is why I got offended when people call me like a fucking closet racist, because like I respect.
I'm sorry.
I respect the game so much that at this point, you have to acknowledge these guys, and because of the color of their skin, they didn't get any love.
I know who's your favorite African American wrestler?
My favorite African American wrestler? It's either Butch Reed or Ron Simmons.
For me, it's Booker T.
Booker T's right there too. He's probably a close three.
Generation,
it's not even a generation thing. Booker T to me is probably the most successful African American.
There's a bunch of guys
and I'm not even talking about like half black or half this or he's to me the most successful African American champion.
Yeah. So I mean, so it's so profound when you start digging and you wormhole it, right?
Yeah, and dude, like I said, and then all of a sudden I was looking at this. I'm like, oh, I found my new YouTube like pleasure now, where I was like, I'm gonna try to find Power Pro and all this stuff because
I want you to do that.
Yeah,
you know how you were talking about you've been on the Kenta Kobashi kick.
Yes.
Prior to you going on this Kobashi kick, I was watching a lot of Kobashi matches.
Oh my god.
Him and fucking Sasaki with the chop fest.
Oh god.
30 minutes of just chopping the fuck out. And
Kawada, Misawa, Vader.
Kobashi and Sasaki had the crowd in the palm of their hands, literally because they were just chopping the fuck at each other, man.
I'm about to drop some major money on a couple of Blu-rays that they have.
So what?
No, I'm just saying.
Do it.
I am. But it's you. There's a guy that like he's the reason why I got those. I tape traded in the 90s. Him, Misawa, Kawada.
It's sad that he passed away.
It's him, Misawa. Misawa was the second Tiger Mask.
Yeah.
Was Kawada. There was Tenryu.
You know who
Jumbo Tsuruta.
You know who I want to see that I've never seen, and I hear he's amazing, is Gary Albright.
Oh no. You are not, dude. Gary Albright was a fucking. That's another Blu-ray. It's out there.
I heard he's amazing, bro.
He was a beast.
I want to see
him. He was
him.
a beast.
I remember buying the old WCW versus NWO World for the PlayStation 1, and he was one of the guys.
Yeah,
on the game. There was so much Japanese talent on that game that I didn't know who the fuck they were.
I didn't know who any of them.
But they were so good, dude.
Yeah.
I think they were better than the WCW wrestlers that were on there. My favorite WCW wrestler in that game was Sting.
Oh yeah.
But then like the Japanese talent was the best.
Mine was Raven.
Oh, that's you're talking about Revenge. And
I'm thinking of Revenge. You're right. Yeah.
May 25th, 1992. Okay, this is the match you want to watch.
Okay,
this was one of the. This is probably, and I'm going to get some shit for this on the tag team mark. It was the greatest tag team match ever. It was Doug Furnace and Dan Crawford.
I've seen this.
Or Furnace and LaFon.
I've seen this.
Versus Kenta Kobashi and Kikuchi.
I've seen this. It's good.
Jay,
it's fantastic.
I'm telling you.
That's another team that doesn't get enough love is Doug Furnace and Phil LaFon. Those guys
those guys fucking kicked it.
And Doug Furnace was a fucking beast, bro.
Then you go
Kobashi
and Kikuchi. Then you watch Misawa that year. He fought Stan Hansen in August. Holy shit! I did such an old Japan, New Japan fucking hole the other day. I was like ridiculous. I couldn't stop. I got yelled at work. Phil, took the computer off. Phil, get back to work. Phil. Sorry.
But like I said,
that's the match you want to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
And anybody, this is 1992. I was a fucking junior in high school. Anybody fucking tells me that match was. They have a match that in the last 10 years that was better than that. I fucking double dare you. I double dog dare you.
Well, first off, Phil LaFon and Doug Furnace were an amazing tag team.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
See, Kikuchi doesn't get love because he wasn't a big time.
He wasn't a well-known name, of course.
But you
got to keep in mind, you have Doug Furnace, Phil LaFon, and you had Kobashi.
Correct.
But Kobashi to me was the star.
He was everything in Japan.
You remember? Can I just point one out? Could you imagine? You remember that match with Kurt Angle versus Nagata?
Oh yeah,
that match is fantastic. Could you imagine Kurt Angle?
Thunder.
Can you imagine
Thunder, Yuji Nagata?
Could you imagine Kurt Angle versus fucking Kobashi?
Can you imagine him and Kawada or Misawa?
Oh my god, I would love to have seen Kurt Angle
in Japan. Period.
Yeah,
just
have him a few.
Could you imagine Kurt Angle versus Okada now?
How about Nakamura?
Right? No, they had a match.
Yeah,
but
could you?
Now I'm talking about
Just think about this.
Shinsuke now. Could
you imagine Kurt Angle and Chaos going up against the Bullet Club?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So Kurt Angle and Naito, Kurt Angle and
in 2006,
Kurt Angle Tanahashi. I know you don't want to see that, but
to me in 2006 or 2007, actually, Kurt Angle was probably the number one wrestler in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
because he was in TNA at this point, and he was going everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere with that title. To me, TNA was at its peak in 2007. You had Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. You had Kurt Angle versus fucking
Samoa Joe,
Nagata. Dude, I want to see Samoa Joe versus Kobashi one more time, bro.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I show found the other night. I show found the other night. I said, "You want to see
This
a
is
match?"
who I'm facing
It's from
now.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And it was again like when he came to the States. It was like when he came to the States. It was like him coming to the States then was like New Japan coming to the States
Correct.
now.
Now, yeah.
But no one saw it like that because unless you were in the know,
You were in a, yeah.
it was like a fucking holiday, man.
He drew for All Japan, but man, he drew so much for Noah too, though.
Yeah, well, Noah.
Oh,
You see, Noah. If it wasn't for him and Kawada and all those guys,
forget
it was a good time, man. You know, and I'm so happy I'm getting to do this in April. I want to. I just want to just shake his hand, take a picture. I'm gonna wear my Kobashi shirt.
I think we should do a Kobashi match.
We can do a whole bunch of them. I got fucking. I'm gonna get 3 DVDs.
I'm being honest to God.
27 hours total. Actually,
like
the 9 hours each disc.
I know we're doing the 20 years from I know we're doing the 2000.
There's plenty though,
but
we don't have to do 2000 all year. We were just following a.
But I would like to do a match with Kobashi
because you got to do your homework though. Because there's so many matches.
Yeah.
I want dates. I want times. I want storylines. Like. I could pull matches right now. I have 5 matches in my head that I have that against, you know.
Well, it's funny because like I'm not too well versed in a lot of them. Like matches I've seen.
Dude, you guys see him and Stan Hansen.
But the matches I've seen, but I don't know much about storyline.
No, but you can read though, man.
Yeah.
This is why the interwebs is your best friend, you know.
Interwebs.
You know. Are we good? Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Really, guys, pick up this book. Sincerely, it's called Eggshells. I started reading it. It's fucking amazing. It chronologizes everything from UWF to New Japan up until 2018. It's over 3 decades. It's ridiculous, and it's there's stories, there's matches. Up at the last one, the last match on here is Wrestle Kingdom 12, and that was when Coda beat Cody and what do you call it? That was when Omega beat Jericho.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a really, really good read. It's just it's more like a coffee table book. It's not something like you would read but it's got stories and it's got some artwork in it too, some like sketches. So I am so in love with Japan now. I have a whole new respect again because when I was in high school, I waited for these tapes in the mail. It was so good, you know. I mean, like I said, Kenta Kobashi is amazing. Kawada and Misawa had like they killed each other. It was legendary, you know. Then you throw Muda in there, and you throw Gary Albright, and you throw Johnny Ace, and you throw fucking Jumbo Tsuruta, rest in peace. You know, there's so many guys. Tenru, Akira Tay. I mean, there's a bunch of. I mean, dude, it goes on and on. It's ridiculous. I think I'm done, man.
We're done.
Put a fork in Fatty.
Yeah, we're done.
Anything else? Nothing.
No. I think we've went over everything that we could possibly go over.
All right, so real quick, couple plugs. Of course, our networks, Shining Wizards Network, Rant EM Radio, and Dark Satellite Media, all got good shows going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And please support those guys. Patreon.com/Turnbuckle Throwbacks. We got the Twitter gimmick. We have the Instagram gimmick going on.
Shoppy2984 on Twitter and Instagram.
We're on Facebook. We're very accessible. ProWrestlingTees.com/Turnbuckle Throwbacks.
Get your Mook-Tang t-shirt.
Get your Mook-Tang shirt.
Don't just get the Mook-Tang. Get all the shirts that are on there.
Yeah, man.
We got $13,000. We just have 13,000 t-shirts.
That's true.
God damn it. Give us some fucking money. We got to pay for this shit.
I'm serious.
It's not a lot, but it's something. Dicks.
Yeah, man. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out.
Thank you so much, guys.
And I think that's it. I don't know anything else. I mean,
yeah, let's get 20,000 downloads this week.
Yeah, 20,000.
Yeah, let's shoot for 20K.
Shoot for 20K.
20K for 2020.
20K for 2020. All right, so
I'm like a walking fucking promo all the time. What the fuck, man? Should I have been a wrestler?
Should have been a wrestler.
Too bad I didn't do it.
Would have been a jobber though.
Oh God,
I would have been the highest paid jobber.
Yeah, $5 and a hot dog.
I would have been Aldo Montoya Jr.
The Portuguese man of war.
The Portuguese jerk off.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.